right. Today I've decided to do something a little bit fun, a little bit laid back. I have added my favorite NBA players ever. This is an interesting person for it to land on. A wide variety to the 2026 NBA draft. All of them 81 overalls and all of them 19, 18 years old. I went ahead and traded every team's first round pick back to their original owners and did the lottery already. Let's just start this draft. I was going to give some love to every player as they get drafted. There's 50 plus in this. So yeah, it's going to go into the second round. Frank ntilikina, first overall to the Sacramento Kings. Now I didn't adjust the potentials, so they just truly think he's the most valuable player you could ever have on your organization. You know what? For that, I agree. I was actually surprised to see if he even was in 2K. I thought I couldn't find him this year, and then I actually did. Yeah, this is the GOAT. I mean, come on now. Joe Johnson, real bucket getter to the Pacers. Love what he made Paul Pierce fall to the ground that one time. Who's also in this, just to spoil. And I got his autograph and Frank, so that's a good start. Jabari Parker goes third to the Grizzlies. One of my favorite pre-draft prospects ever. I was in my backyard trying to shoot like Jabari Parker. Lance Stevenson back to the Hornets. Real hooper. Original triple-double machine, except he probably only got like 5, but that was a lot for back then. And he blew in LeBron's ear. Michael Cooper. This is someone I just mixed it up with, putting in an 80s player. I had basically went through every single era of players. I went through the 2010, you know, like all the different, the Curry, Bron, Jordan, Magic era, all those. Now I'd seen him, I was like, I like him a lot in 2K. So screw it, I'll just throw him in there, we'll mix it up. Terrence Ross probably has my favorite dunk of all time over Kenneth Faried. He's gonna go to the Pelicans. Like a truly just should be impossible dunk. Here it is, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I think the quality of the image adds to the value. And he dropped 50 once. Kobe Bryant. I just go through my channel and see how many Kobe videos there are. That'll tell you enough. Brooklyn Nets, Danny Green. I liked him a lot when he had that cool little run. A lot of these players too, it's like I just like the intricacies of their game. I like how their jump shot looks. I like they had a moment in time. And with Danny Green, he had that 2014 finals. He was always a solid 3-and-D dude, except for that bubble finals with the Lakers where he was stinking it up. And he's from Long Island, you know, fellow Long Islander. I was playing against this dude in basketball like a year ago. He was like 6'8", and he said he went to the same high school as Danny Green, and Danny Green had came back to his high school, and he told me that he beat Danny Green in a dunk contest, but it was because Danny Green didn't participate. Shout out to that guy. He said he was a fan of the channel, so he could be watching this video. Not Danny Green, the other dude. Damian Lillard to the Bucks, back to the Bucks. A pick short of the Blazers, actually. Yeah, so if there's any players in this, most of these are retired, obviously, but if I thought a player was like old enough or washed up enough, or I wanted to bring them back into their prime or young in self, whatever. Dame Lillard. I have a note in my phone. I remember seeing this recently when I was looking back. Created in May of 2017. I said clothes I want to get, and it says CJ McCollum jersey, Damian Lillard jersey, and Kawhi Leonard jersey. I never got any of those. I was broke as hell. And 2 of those 3 will be in here because Kawhi, he's kind of having like a second 8th prime right now. So yeah. Drew Okafor, Mr. Okafor, real bucket getter, traditional 90s big man looking thing, except he didn't play defense and couldn't space the floor once spacing the floor became important for big men. So he kind of got played out the league, but I love this dude. He was so elusive. He palmed the ball, looked cool. He would hit jump hooks. He's going to the Blazers, so he'll be a part of their franchise. Gallinari to Chicago. I really liked him in 2K a lot and on Denver, and he would always average like a smooth 18 points efficiently, semi-efficient, whatever the hell. I don't even care if it was efficient, honestly. I don't even know if it was, but he was cool. 6'10" dude, could space the floor. I liked him. Crafty, you know, he makes some good passes. Klay Thompson, back to the Mavericks, ironically. I took him out the league. His old self, his old pretty washed self. And if you grew up in basketball in the early 2010s, you tried to emulate Klay Thompson's form probably, or learn from it at some point. Despite the greatness of all of them, the difference between how players like Klay or Kyrie or Curry or Dame or Melo or Ray Allen shot was one of like my most early like loves for basketball. There used to be so many YouTube videos of like dudes breaking down jump shots. Tyson Chandler to the Clippers, a childhood hero. He used to tap the ball back out past the half-court line. I really love this guy when he was on the Knicks and won DPOY and everything, which obviously this video is going to be Knicks leaning because, you know. J.R. Smith. I was reminiscing so crazy. Actually, last night I was playing 2K13 Create a Legend with J.R. Smith because I was just back on that game for the first time in a long time. And I'd put a headband on him, and I tweeted this picture because it reminded me of when JR had a headband for a moment because he had an injury. This is the first jersey I ever owned. So at least I got it from MSG at the first Knicks game I ever went to. So shout out to him. Mike Woodson. Speaking of that, he was the coach of that team, and that's literally the only reason why. I know he dropped like 40 or 50 once. He was actually a pretty good player. But yeah, another player to diversify, get some old heads in here. In terms of vibes, probably my favorite coach, just just cuz. He'd always make them stupid, funny meme faces. Thaddeus Young, you know, if you had a 2K franchise, like playing online against your friends from anywhere between 2014 to, you know, even earlier if they had it. Oh, I guess, yeah, if you played like locally, you wanted Thaddeus Young. You could space the floor, play defense. And there's that graphic where it said he was like the greatest player of all time that one time. DeMarcus Cousins. I don't have my PlayStation on right now because I'm on the PC, but I've literally been doing a 2K player lock on Boogie on 2K16 for the past like 5 weeks. So that tells you enough. I also saw Jokic was really happy to see him at the All-Star weekend. That was kind of cool because Boogie, I guess, was like a media reporter. Dennis Rodman on the basketball court. Who the hell doesn't like Dennis Rodman? Watching him, he's an anomaly of basketball. You know, there's another player I really like rebounds, you know? Mitchell Robinson, he's still in the middle of his like prime, so to speak, and injuries are off in this video, so you know, you don't got to deal with that. You still got to deal with free throws though. But a good rebounder, oh yeah, great thing. I'll even say shout out to I know he ended up going and doing some like political stuff and getting kicked out to the NBA, but and also he didn't play defense. So, but Enes Kanter, I used to love when he was on the Knicks. He would get a lot of rebounds. He would just get like 25, 30 rebounds, be like, oh yeah, how's everybody doing? And then he wouldn't jump and get any blocks. Sean Livingston, I really liked Sean Livingston even before like it's become like a thing that everyone says, yo, he didn't miss any mid ranges. I mean, there was really no reason not to like Sean Livingston, especially too knowing the injury he came back from. Wasn't watching the NBA pre 2010 because I didn't barely had consciousness, but seeing him on the Warriors hitting those even on the Nets, hitting those little damn pull-up shots with the outstretched arms up to the sky, looking like a 6'8" LaMarcus Aldridge. Next pick, Marc Gasol. I loved waking up to this dude's highlights on NBA TV in like, you know, elementary school or something. He was Jokic before Jokic in his own way. Just super fundamental, made cool passes, had a nice looking shot, started spacing the floor, won a championship at Toronto. I love Marc Gasol. Good dude. He'll fit in that Boston team too that he just got drafted to. Ty Lawson to the Heat. Little guy. You know, he used to be neck and neck when it was people talking about, oh yeah, you know, the underrated point guards that can't make the All-Star team. And it was him and Mike Conley. And 15 years later, Mike Conley still hasn't made one. Isaiah Thomas, low body self too, picked next to the Warriors. Ironically, Steph is still on the board. He's in this damn video and they didn't pick him. But Isaiah was like hope in basketball form, quite literally. And he did things like those fourth quarters when he take over. You'd think it'd be like kind of pot. He was so quick, elusive. I liked him when he was on Sacramento. And even also too, a few of his Sacramento teammates are on here as well. Nicholas Batum. Just always loved that like semi no dip form he had since the beginning of time. And I liked a lot of those Blazers players because I was like a fake Blazers fan around that time. So he did get vastly overpaid by the Hornets and kind of just been kind of cooling ever since. But lanky bastard, get you a dunk once every so often. Cool guy. Pete Maravich. I remember like warming up mentally before a basketball game or something like that back in like 2000 and something 12. And I watched this Pete Maravich documentary on YouTube. And I wouldn't even say I've really liked Pete Maravich since. Just a core memory for me. Remember hearing about him dribbling the ball outside the car. So yeah, he'll go to Denver. He'll play with Jokic now. Steve Novak to the Rockets. So remember, I upped or lowered all these players to 81 overall. Don't know why I chose 81. I think eventually I just said, screw it, I'll pick 81 instead of 80 for Kobe. Why not? But yeah, so Steve Novak at his, you know, peak form as of right now will go to the Rockets. Real shooter. If you were a Knicks fan come on now, let's be for real. It's Steve Novak. Amari Stoudemire. At that first Knicks game I went to, first dude I ever got an autograph from. My mom finessed him, got me all the way to the courtside, even though we were sitting in the damn 200s up with the Walt Frazier jersey, almost, not that far. And I really love this play style. You know, we need those ferocious dunkers like him and a few others, some of which will be on this list. Rajon Rondo. I actually had his jersey around that same time. I remember there was a picture of me that I accidentally like wiped for my own viewing pleasure of me shooting a jump shot with the Rajon Rondo jersey I had on from clearance, probably from the clearance aisle. I don't think people were really buying the Rondo jersey in New York, but it was there and I had it. I really liked him after his big Eastern Conference Finals play against the Heat when he was dropping like a triple-double. Charles Oakley to the Pistons. Obviously didn't really get to see this dude play. I know he was setting the tone though. I got a couple autographs from him. I met him a few times, and the one dude I met a few times that actually remembered me the second time, I rocked with him for that. LaMarcus Aldridge. Now this is like top 5, top 10 territory of my favorite players ever. I talk about him a lot. I was stupid as hell, 5'4", probably in I don't know, whatever height you are in elementary school, but like trying to be LaMarcus Aldridge and Dirk Nowitzki shooting in my backyard. I always had an affinity for power forwards who could space the floor. And LaMarcus, he had that effortless shot, brought it up to the damn sky, just like Sean Livingston, but he didn't leave the ground. And if you want to see basketball mastery, go watch him against Dwight Howard in the 2013, I think it was 2013 or 14 when Dame hit that shot against the Rockets. Zach Randolph to the Knicks. Big Zebo, another power forward who really did it like that. And with Zebo too, he's really an anomaly in the sense that he was 6'8", 6'9", and would get 22 rebounds, 17 rebounds, genuinely would be a top 5 rebounder in the league and really would not leave the floor. And if you ever want to get a laugh, go watch Zebo play against play with the Kings at the early stage of his career. Just go watch all of his field goal attempts, and it's hideous, but it's hilarious. I just saw some earlier of someone posting Kevin Garnett shooting like deep mid-ranges. Boy, I missed that era. I saw Cade yesterday in the All-Star game take a catch and shoot mid-range because he didn't want to pass the ball to Jalen Johnson, and I said, oh my God, that's beautiful. All right, Knicks have the first pick in the second round too, because I only reset first round picks, and I guess they had the Wizards pick. They'll take Latrell Sprewell back to New York. I like it. Once again, Knicks bias, Hooper. I think I had his jersey as an infant, like an infant-sized jersey. I still have it somewhere. Him and Iverson, who's also on this. I don't know if he got drafted yet. Blake Griffin to the Grizzlies, another player from that era. If you grew up, you just had to like Blake Griffin. And there, you know, I don't got every player from the era on here. I do got a handful of role players, stars, whatever, but Blake Griffin is 101. He was in, you couldn't escape him. He was the NBA. He was low-key the face of the NBA. I know it's Bron. I know it was, you know, D Rose, Bron. D Rose had a little short, you know, period because of the injury, but Blake Griffin was everywhere. Derrick Rose, enough said. I mean, it's Derrick Rose. I like, my favorite Derrick Rose though is second stint Knicks Derrick Rose 2021, where he had to carry us and drop like 20, 25 a game against the Hawks and still losing 5 anyways, because hey man, he made it watchable. He made it enjoyable. Him and Kyrie, such elusive finishers. I feel like Kyrie's gonna be the next pick after I said that. No, Jamal Crawford back to the Bulls. There's certain players like a Jamal Crawford where I probably even slighted him in videos, be like, yeah, he shot like 39, 40, 41%. But screw it. If you're a player that puts up shots, can hoop, he was getting all them damn 4-point plays. He has, you know, everyone has the core experience of watching Jamal Crawford highlights, trying to be like Jamal Crawford when looking like, not Magic Johnson, but like Magic when you're 11 years old, and it's like, what the hell am I watching right now? And then you equip his layup package in 2K and it never works because it always gets blocked. Now it works sometimes. Jeremy Lin to the Kings. This is the first memory I have of watching basketball, at least intentionally, was when everyone was talking about Jeremy Lin, and then I started watching basketball because of it. I don't actually remember anything from those games. He might have already been injured because he got injured like a week after Linsanity and then didn't play the rest of the season. So yeah, whatever. Chris Paul. This is a funny one. We got players ranging from retired of this week to this century or last century. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually trying to avoid Chris Paul because I just made a video on him. But as I kept going through the rosters, the all-time, the eras, this, that, I just kept seeing it. I'm like, screw, get in the damn list. Chris Paul really is. I like, you know, as a person too, just growing up, it's like, you know, I could be close to Chris Paul's height or Allen Iverson, or, you know, that's why I like Jalen Brunson so much now. I mean, obviously he's on the Knicks, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? You really look up to those type of players because you're like, it makes it look possible. Chris Paul, shoot, I'm taller than Chris Paul now. I ain't Chris Paul, but the stuff he's done, knowing that is just insane. So elusive, gets to his spots. I already gave him his love in the last video. Screw him. Larry Bird. I remember watching Larry Bird highlights. I actually read a Larry Bird book. I've talked about that before. I really rock with Larry Bird. Bucket getter, all-timer. Hakeem Olajuwon, my goodness. Smooth. Really, that's gonna be a common denominator of this. Smooth. You gotta be a smooth player. I'm not gonna like a player that's not a smooth player for the most part. Like Frank Ntilikina. I mean, come on now. Smoothness, mastery. It's Hakeem, bro. This is like my personal GOAT center just because I said so. Kyle Korver, my goodness. 3-point guy. The guy. Yeah, he's the guy. Carmelo Anthony, my favorite player of all time. He should have been picked earlier. Screw this damn stupid draft, but he's on the Spurs. So honestly, I'm cool with this. I don't need to say more about Melo than I've already haven't said. Unless you haven't watched, screw you. Monte Ellis, real 2K hooper, real life hooper. I remember being in real life, watching, you know, him on the Bucks and being like, damn, they said he never made an all-star team. How the hell is this guy not made an all-star team? And then he never did. I love the step back. He was the type of dude. I remember when he was on the Mavericks, I rocked with him a lot too. Him and OJ Mayo, when they both had those 2 separate stints of being the Mavericks, one of their leading scorers, and Harrison Barnes, who, did I forget him on here? I might have. I don't know. Actually, yeah, because he's still in the league and still kind of the same as whatever. Paul Pierce, another player, not for the height personally, but just in general. I loved how low he played to the ground. I knew, as they say in The Sopranos, I didn't have the makings of a varsity athlete, at least in the athleticism sense. I don't like jumping. I don't like feeling my feet off the ground. So I liked Paul Pierce because he rarely did. He had that little stupid pump fake where you jump right by him because it looked like he was taking his normal shot. He played like he had arthritis. I rocked with him a lot. Next pick, Kevin Martin. My goodness. I remember I tried to emulate this dude's jump shot and it actually worked. I was hitting lights out. I tried to shoot like Kevin Martin when I tried out for my basketball team. Now the thing is though, is when you realize in hindsight that when you try and shoot like people, it doesn't actually usually make it look any different. That was my best basketball tryout, and then I got cut from the team. And I think it's just they probably just smelt the Kevin Martin aroma on my essence. I don't know, because you can't go around shooting like Kevin Martin. That jumper is hideous, but hey, it went in though. Ray Allen, and also too specifically Kevin Martin in 2K. His real life jumper is actually hideous. Like that jumper is actually disgusting. I like Kevin Martin's 2K jumper though. I think he had the same base as Chris Smoove. Anyways, Ray Allen to the Nets. Come on now, let's be for real. It's Ray Allen. Allen Iverson. Come on, I already said that. I already explained why I like Allen Iverson in like 6 other players' descriptions. Dirk Nowitzki, same as LaMarcus Aldridge, real outside shooter. Marcus Thornton. I used to love seeing NBA TV. Marcus Thornton and Isaiah Thomas both combined for 60 points, and they somehow still lost by 18. Used to love those times. I loved him in 2K. I think he had the same base as my player. JJ Redick. I love a good movement shooter. Him, Kyle Korver, whatever. Come on now. Spurs, John Wall. You gotta love John Wall. I mean, I think his prime, I wouldn't say was super under. He was just so damn good. Walt Frazier. And also too, John Wall, he had that like 3 feet inside the basket game. He hit a couple moves, hit you with a little midi, get to the rim smooth. You could do whatever and you still couldn't stop John Wall in a sense. John Wall's the type of dude where like, I remember the Knicks would play him and it's like a quarter goes by and it's like, oh, we just lost the game because John Wall had a good 4 minutes. Anyways, Walt Frazier, GOAT commentator up there, GOAT everything. Really, yeah, GOAT everything actually. And he had 40 and a triple-double in the finals. I have watched that game and I really do like his game. He was a defensive hound. He probably had a cajillion steals that they didn't count in his career. Paul George, smooth bastard. I realized I actually amended this and went back and added Paul George after the fact. I was like, screw it, I'll take him out the league and put him on this. And he actually goes back to the Clippers. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I liked Paul George a lot. I had definitely multiple pairs of his shoes. I'm on record saying that Paul George, for me personally at least, was like the Luka of the 2010s. And I know it's not accurate. He's not as good as Luka, but you know, relative to the era, I could agree that the era itself didn't have as much talent, but like, you know, I remember that's how I felt watching Paul George in like 2013 or 2014 when he started to really emerge. I felt like, oh snap, like this is the young talent that's about to take over. And his career hasn't been some, you know, spotless thing, even injuries, failures in general, just a lot of things. So, but that's how I felt. Jarrett Jack, I was at a Nets game. I like Jarrett Jack in general. I liked him when he was on the Knicks, but I remember I was at a Nets game when they played the Warriors and Jarrett Jack had a game winner. He had so many game winners on the Nets, or maybe just in general, but he had a lot on the Nets. And they had Joe Johnson too. So like they really just had a clutch team, because Joe Johnson has like the most game winners in like buzzer beaters, something like that. He has a lot. It's like the highest percentage on makes in the clutch. Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had to put Kyrie in here. Kyrie's getting up there. He had the ACL tear. I was like, I need to see peak Kyrie back. Kyrie has the prettiest basketball highlights ever. It's not even close. It's not close. Bernard King. This is more so I rock with Bernard King. You know, he gave up 60 on, or he got 60 on Christmas once. I was at this little get together cookout barbecue thing a little while ago, like and I was talking to this old dude and he was raving about Bernard King. And this is after the fact of yeah, that's shout to that 2K21, man. If you know, you know. If you saw, you know what series I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. Steph Curry, 55th. I mean, damn, he might be one of the last picks on here. He might be the last. I don't know. I definitely don't have 60 on here. This was my guy as a kid. This is the only player, him, J.R. Smith, maybe. That was my top 3 back from like growing up, was them 3 as my favorite players. He'll go to the Rockets, which they need a PG, and he'll play next to KD, who definitely didn't say anything bad about him in the past 24 hours that nobody knows from burner Twitter accounts that anyways, yeah, Steph was like the only dude. I remember talking to a family member once and they were like, I was like, I don't know, I'm like, Steph might be my favorite player over Melo, because when I was a kid, boy, Steph was like everything to everybody. And they were like, what the hell? Oh, D'Angelo Russell. I just liked D'Angelo Russell when he was in college, and when he got out of college he was cool for a minute. He had good summer leagues. You know, it's not really good when you're bringing up summer leagues. I liked when he was on Brooklyn. I like his floaters. I like his jump shot form. I always like players who play like it's effortless. And D'Angelo, like if you notice D'Angelo when he plays, he doesn't jump really on his jump shot, just kind of walks around, nothing sped up, and it's been his like detriment and the opposite. And CJ McCollum to the Wizards, actually, back to them. I did not realize I had this many people, but CJ, I said it earlier, I wanted his jersey. He's one of the smoothest, most underrated. CJ would probably go down the same way that, I don't know, Michael Redd or Jerry Stackhouse goes down for those previous eras. CJ, I mean, he's averaged 20 plus points for almost the past like 10 years. I think this year will finally break it, and he did it for like a whole decade. He's a hooper, man. So smooth. smooth. And that might be it. Okay, yeah, thank you. Finally, my goodness. Just spent 35 minutes going over this. As you can see, they're all 81 overalls. I guess I forgot. Did I not make D'Angelo 81? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? So yeah, there's a few teams. There's some teams that had multiple second round picks, got multiple players. Some teams didn't. Whatever. We'll be fine. My goodness. Danny Green, Larry Bird, and Ray. Ooh, Larry Bird and Ray Allen on the same team. Pete Maravich and Allen Iverson. I was more so just going over the players. So those are all the players added to this league. Joe Johnson gives the Pacers a little in between. Him and Pascal, a little threat. Raptors get their big man and Boogie. Rockets get some shooters, literally just shooters. The Spurs got, oh my goodness, 4 picks. They got Amari, D Rose, Melo, and oh yeah, they're insane. Well, for second round picks, they get like a 2-year contract, and then yeah, and we'll see what happens. D'Lo back to the Wolves with LaMarcus. I like those two for this team. Okafor and Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas and JJ. They're about to play no defense. All right, let's just get a move on. And I know there's a little bit slower pace, drawn out, but if you don't like it, then just don't watch. But we are about to get a move on though. I'm about to go probably 5 to 10 years, see how this affects the league. And as of right now, I have salary cap on. I will turn it to the max though, and I'll actually just do this off the rip just for fun. I'll turn it to the max. That might honestly fix any issues, any impending doom. And I had turned off trades for the draft because I didn't want any teams to trade their first round pick. But oh damn, did I forget to remove CJ? I'm about to just edit him after. All right, player progression. I mean, obviously this doesn't really matter right now because all these dudes are rookies. But let's just see how this affects the league. And that's why I knew I could, have my fun. And I'm gonna go auto generated for this, by the way. But yeah, and actually go through all the players because it's gonna be kind of just a bloodbath all over the place. It's not some focus on just one player. Just about to see what the hell happens and how this changes the league off the rip. I mean, a team like the Spurs, right? They got to be out here with, they got Melo, John Wall, D Rose, and Amari all in the rotation. This combination of players is fire. This is really a great 4, and they're about to be overpowered. Let me go to the Spurs, actually. They're probably already the best. They're 7. I mean, I guess these dudes are 81 overalls, and Jonathan Isaac is starting. They're not starting Amari? Sick, stupid bastard. Yeah, they deserve it. Mitch Johnson's coaching with his eyes closed. Trade deadline had a little Derek White for Cam Johnson, but it's a very media literate trade. Shout out to Zeke Nnaji. I think he's been getting hate for years because he gets paid a lot of money and doesn't do anything. But I know he knows how to play the piano. Huh? Oh, this is Steven Adams for the super trash Kyrie Irving, the one that I tried to remove from the league. I don't know why this trade even happened though. Yeah, I don't know how the hell you get traded for 40 overall. I guess it was just a salary dump. But so far the deadline, the best team in the NBA is actually Detroit, who signed Austin Reeves and Cam Thomas, and they have Charles Oakley at the 4. Honestly, that's perfect. That's just perfect. That's him and beef stew. Boy, oh boy, they're gonna be out there wreaking havoc. And they got old Russell Westbrook. This isn't like a young Russ. This is old Russ. Oh yeah, this team. What a team, man. It's still year 1 though, so I don't know how much of an impact these dudes are gonna have yet. As you see, I mean, the team that's number 1 is mostly because of the players that are not named Charles Oakley on that squad. So will be interesting though. Who's gonna win Rookie of the Year? I have no clue. Cade Cunningham MVP. Rookie of the Year, Jabari Parker for the Memphis Grizzlies. 82 overall. Obviously, he is a creative player and he has a damn 98 shot tendency. Although Memphis did definitely need a player. They needed a player and they need humans, something, restoration. And Jabari Parker seems to have brought that to Memphis, at least in some form or factor. DeJounte, 6-man, Victor, DPOY, Jaden Ivey, most improved, Luka Doncic, and screw the rest. All right, great. Rookie first team was Jabari Parker. Crazily enough, Frank Ntilikina, which once again, this is just normal him. At least from the draft class that I had found him in, he averaged 13, 4, and 5. It is also Sacramento. Once again, another team that needed things and stuff. Pete Maravich starting at the 2, I'd assume, for the Nuggets, averaged 14 a game, 6 assists. It is weird though, because they did trade for Derek White when they didn't really need him since they had Pete. He only started like half of the season. Blake Griffin, 14 a game for the Grizzlies with 7 boards. Kobe Bryant, 16 a game for the Utah Jazz. Obviously, this is basically just if they drafted, at least as the closest comparison, like Darren Peterson this year, which might actually happen. Jeremy Lin, 12 a game for the Sacramento Kings as well though. So him and Frank, Frank mostly started, which once again, shout out to my guy. Chris Paul with the Blazers, 10 a game, 6 assists off the bench. Zebo for the Knicks, 12 a game, 9 rebounds off the bench. He might have started a little bit, I'm not sure. Isaiah Thomas, 17 and 4 a game, probably starting at the 1 for the Warriors with Steph Curry out of there, yeah. And Walt Clyde Frazier for Atlanta, taking the starting PG spot, 12 and 5 assists a game. And he shot a smooth 63 threes, but his 3 is also a 61 rating, so he didn't make many. Screw the play-in. Let's just get the play-in out of here. Lakers, Hornets, Kings, Wizards. Yeah, weren't good enough to make the playoffs. I don't care about you. I did want to see this. They got the rookie report. Yeah, so here's the leading scorers. Klay Thompson also averaged 16.5 points a game for the Mavericks. Bernard King, 16 points. Paul George, 15 for the Clippers. So pretty solid year for most of these dudes. Let's actually see who was the worst. Well, we'll just show like, oh yeah, well, that's true. Dennis Rodman, Charles Oakley, just 5 a game while starting every single game for the Pistons. Oh my goodness. goodness, he shot 29 from the field and they won the most game. He must just not be shooting. Yeah, he only has a 55 shot time. I don't know if I've ever seen someone shoot 29%. I'm trying to see his shot chart. Oh, there you go. He doesn't make close shots. He doesn't make under the basket shots. He doesn't make mid-range shots. He doesn't make shot. Wow, what a guy. And Marcus Thornton shot 51% from three. Shout out to him. All right, screw it. Let's just simulate the first round, get it pushing. Indiana's out of here. Houston, the Knicks, the Hawks, the Mavericks, the Spurs, the Heat, and the Suns. All right, cool. We done with the first round. We done with the whatever generation you want to cancel today. The other day during the last All-Star game, when the old Team USA started getting fried by the younger one, I was saying we might have to be done with the 2000s, which is crazy because Bron and KD were out there. Oh my goodness. And yeah, all that KD stuff came out, which is just crazy. All right, Detroit versus, you don't know what I'm talking about. There's been a bunch of like leaked DMs of Kevin Durant on Twitter. Hold on, let me just in case, just so we could rehash them. I need to address this. I even was trying to think of like making a video surrounding him just to really egg it on, but it felt a little bit forced. I couldn't think of anything that made sense. I was like, you know what, let's not talk about it. I'm not going to give you my ideas. All right, here's my personal favorite KD tweets, or that leaked. He said, I really got to laugh to stop from crying. I swear I miss Ben Simmons. At least he give me the ball. Kawhi funny, man. He texts the group chat like, hey gang, it was mutual. Good luck, with a little hand emoji. I miss James. That's a good dude. Slightly delusional, but I understand him. There was so many more too. I don't know why he was doing this, but he was like joining group chats with like normal Twitter users, like just dudes that you'd see like maybe even like engagement farming tweets and everything. And I guess they kept it under wraps for 4 years. So shout out to them, I guess. I don't know how the hell it even came out. Anyways, the Raptors with Marcus Thornton's good sharpshooting self, which I think was the only rookie they drafted. He was a second round pick, so that can't be true. Who am I missing? Like gave everybody a first. Oh, Boogie. What the hell? He's looking right at me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Boogie's out there helping lead the 4th seeded Raptors. The Cavs have Sean Livingston off the bench. That's honestly a great player for this. I really like that. And they also got Mitchell Robinson from free agency. I don't know if they had a second round pick, but also too, I expect a lot of these players to move around as this video goes on. So D'Lo and LaMarcus Aldridge, you know, rookie young D'Lo and LaMarcus off the bench for the Timberwolves against the Thunder, who I guess I didn't really give a lot of focus to who they drafted, but they got Rajon Rondo and Monte Ellis. First of all, this team is fiending for guards. My goodness, this is guard galore. And then you got the Clippers, who great pickup for them. They got Tyson Chandler at the center, as well as Paul George back in his younger days off the bench as the 6th man, at least currently. He could just start. I don't know. But the Pelicans with Terrence Ross starting at the 3, so they're doing much better than they did in real life this past season. He was their 1st round pick. I'm not sure if they had another one, but could be missing somebody. Yeah, no, that looks to be it. All right, let's simulate the round, and OKC's up 3-0. Clippers are they swept the Pelicans. Not too surprising there, I guess. Minnesota's gonna come back and tie it 3-3. So we do got 2 game 7s, as Charles Oakley still successful, boy, still the starter, still shooting just 31% a game. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this. He's taken away wins from this team with grace continually, but he is obviously playing good defense. I mean, that's what he does. He's got to be an 82 overall for some reason, you know. Got a 96 defensive rebound, 93 offensive, 90 interior defense. He can't play the perimeter even at the 4 in this modern era, which is kind of funny. But all right, Bulls versus Cavs, and it'll be a Chicago win pretty convincingly. Giddey, Buzelis, Mark Williams, Jamal Crawford, Bernard King. I feel like I didn't even key in on this team, and Gallinari. They got a lot of wings, which they didn't exactly need wings, but I mean, they could take them, I guess. And the Thunder are gonna, well, I mean, no, they just kind of ran away with it in the last few minutes, although they only won by 2. But Thunder will defeat the Timberwolves in game 7. Timberwolves were the 1 seed, and Monte Ellis with 14 points in this win. So we will have the Clippers versus OKC, Shea against his team formerly, and the Bulls, Bernard King at the 3, Jamal Crawford and Gallinari against Mr. Charles Oakley. A few Knicks legends in there. I mean, but that's gonna happen continually in this, which also too, Paul George could start at the damn 2. I guess Mathurin. I should probably switch Mathurin to a 2, but I'll let him rock. OKC goes up 2-1. Pistons swept the Bulls. I guess that's not too surprising. And the Thunder will lose to the Clippers in 6 games. Clippers had enough depth. Garland, Kawhi, Paul George with 28 games so far in the playoffs, all off the bench. And the Pistons, I mean, Cade is just a dog, you know, and this has a lot less to do. They have 4 elite scorers as of right now, with Cam Thomas being the 4th, and then just everybody else is falling in line and playing a lot of defense. That's quite literally the depiction of this team right now. I'm probably gonna actually simulate this finals. I mean, screw it. I'll be honest, I don't really care yet. We're super early into this. None of these players are gonna have an impact yet. So Clippers go up 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0. My goodness. Darius Garland, 28 a game, 9 assists. Yeah, man. Clippers got to it. Respect. So Paul George is a champion. Tyson Chandler, once again, a champion. Only took a year, though. Darius Garland, Mathurin, Collins, Kawhi again. I wonder how you know what, actually? I'm over here talking about I wonder. No Kanye. How did Charles Oakley do in the finals? I want to see if he had a huge impact on this team. You know what? He actually played good. And they lost. I mean, 3 for 10, that ain't good. 1 for 4, they could live with that. They'll be fine. But he went 3 for 5 one game, 11 and 8, 7 and 9 the next game. I mean, the shooting was okay. Nah, I rock with him. You know, his plus minus was good in one game, but that's their fault, not his. You know, blame his teammates, not him. Screw it. Anyways, LeBron retired with the Mavericks. And I honestly would say LeBron is one of my favorite players, but same with even Michael Jordan. But like, I have so many videos based upon those people. And I probably have a lot based upon some of the people in this video too, but I wanted to be a better mix. I would just have the whole, I think I've said this before that I kind of don't dislike many players. Even lately, I really hated Joel Embiid after the 2024 playoffs, but lately seeing him back healthy, I'm like, damn, I kind of like you again, but also not really. There is some, well, I mean, this is an auto-generated draft. I decided to do no BS. So this dude, Lawrence Russell might come through. Honestly, I'm with it. Let him come through and cook the league. Hey, LeBron Hall of Fame and LeBron just retired. Lawrence Russell, everybody. But behold, a specimen. Sixers actually have the best odds. Jazz and Bulls, Celtics and Grizzlies, and it'll go to the Celtics, of course. So the Celtics, how? Okay. Well, maybe I'll add an expansion team. Not right now, but maybe I would make this even dumber. Anyways, Lawrence Russell, number 1 to the Celtics, another small forward. Like they needed any more forwards. I'm simulating the any dumb trades. Let's see. Yeah, nothing yet. Whatever. Who cares? Woohoo! Hey, the Spurs are trying to nerf themselves. They are going to decline the team option for Derrick Rose. And I'm gonna let them do it because screw it. It'll just add even more insanity. Why not? Jamal Crawford too. Blake Griffin. Oh yeah, we're about to see a weird free agency, boy. Let me just go to the 81 overall group. Jamal Crawford, Blake, those few I named that was all of them. So unless wasn't D'Angelo like a 79 overall? Nah, I think they accepted him. I'm not sure why these guys aren't getting much money, but Jamal Crawford, well, I guess he's kind of already at like his peak ish. Jamal Crawford, 2-year $8 million deal with the Pacers, so he leaves Chicago after 1 year, goes a little bit south or wherever direction that would be. I know it's just close to Chicago. Derrick Rose will leave San Antonio for the Grizzlies, so he'll join Ja Morant, go to the team where he ended his career and started his career technically in college. You know, whatever city. And Blake Griffin leaves the Grizzlies for the Nuggets, and he's going to be a primetime version of Aaron Gordon. My goodness. Shout out to Aaron Gordon, but Blake Griffin, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I messed up like potentials or anything, but I'll just fix that after this year if it's really messed up. Let's see. Asard Thompson went to the Lakers to take LeBron's spot. I mean, Dennis Rodman only went up by 1, but he might have a late start. Oh yeah, there you go. J.R. Smith, 84 overall on the Magic. Okay, yeah, Clay is still just an 81. I might have messed some stuff. I might have messed up the potentials, but I'll just go through them. I mean, I'm looking at this right now. D Rose has a damn 99 potential, so I don't think I messed up any potentials for any players, but he didn't go up any over. I guess we'll just give it another year. Screw it. He's just one example, but like most of them seem pretty normal to me. All right, I went through every team, so we're gonna have to wait another year for certain players. Some players did take big leaps, like here's a few. D'Angelo Russell, LaMarcus Aldridge, they both went up a decent amount in overall. Hey man, the real king of this my guy Frank ntilikina on the Kings, he's at 87 overall. I think I lied earlier when I said I didn't mess with his. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah, most of the other dudes, all their stuff was still good. Like Melos, for example, he didn't get better, even though his potential's at 97, it said. So I don't know. We'll just give him some time, you know, give him some time to grow. Giannis wins MVP with the Heat. This definitely won't incite any rumors. Lawrence Russell, Rookie of the Year with Boston. Ja Morant, 6th Man of the Year, I would assume, maybe behind Derrick Rose, which is kind of funny. Dame Lillard, Most Improved. Jokic, Clutch Player. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. So the Pistons, best team again. KD, I saw someone post, KD said, Bills got to think about moving Josh Allen to tight end and getting a real quarterback out there. No oh no, I'm lying. Jabari Parker's right there, all NBA. Oh, I just realized Jabari Parker and D Rose are together too on the Grizzlies. I just realized that. That's a good little pairing. Chicago pairing in Memphis. And yeah, that's about that. Lawrence Russell and okay, the Lakers are actually first this year post LeBron. They said forget LeBron, as the Grizzlies actually lost in the play-in, so not going to be seeing them with the D Rose led team. What's his name? The team. Jabari. Lakers with Dennis Rod. Is that where he got drafted? Really? I didn't even realize that. Hey, shout out Dennis Rodman. Him and Charles Oakley got some in common. 30% shooters, 4 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. Pretty cool though. He's starting at the 4 for them. So they got Dennis Rodman. They got the rebounding of doom. Him. Luka's only averaging 5 boards this year. He averaged 8 2 years ago. So that says something. And has obviously averaged of almost 10 a few times. You got Asar out here. You got Neemias Queta, Dennis Rodman. You got the boards of doom. And the Pistons, who now have Jimmy Butler at the 3, by the way, and MPJ off the bench, and Cam Thomas is still here with Oakley, who's an 85 overall. He also got better. And you know what? His field goal percentage went up by 4 to 34%. Anyways, we done with the first round. Raptors, Jazz, Hawks, Magic, Spurs, Lakers, Bulls, and Pelicans all out of here. So Pistons will make it. They will once again, or at least I know last year the Cavs did advance. Sean Livingston off the bench for them. He's an 84 overall. He averaged a smooth 9 a game this year. A little bit worse than his rookie year, but he shot 62% from the field. And he's shooting threes? Probably not a lot because he shot 40%. Okay, yeah, he shot 19 of them. Great. Let me see his shot chart. Yeah, that little close right area. That looks about right. A little mid-range, you know. He was more of a close, like low midi, not a high midi. He could take the high midi, but you know what I mean? He wasn't trying to take nothing too close to a 3. Although a lot of players did love to take that one step inside the line. Shout out to Kevin Garnett. Zebo is starting for the Knicks this year. They're in the second round with Latrell Sprewell off the bench. He averaged a smooth 12 in the playoffs, at least so far. His regular season stats are about the same. And Latrell 12 a game off the bench. They got Josh Hart off the bench now. So, and they're playing against Miami, who obviously has Giannis, Ty Lawson, and that seems to be about it, at least in terms of a change over there. Thunder with Ryan Rollins at the 2, despite the fact that you also have Rondo and Monte Ellis who are chilling down there. And the Clippers, who signed Scoot Henderson. They won the ring, 2nd seed behind the Lakers. They signed Scoot Henderson out of free agency after his 4 years in Portland, and they have him next to Garland. That is a really weird backcourt, but they got Mathurin. Paul George is still there. He didn't get much better yet, but he'll find his way. Dylan Brooks is over there. The Suns have Dirk, so I didn't even really piece that together. That's a really good piecing there. Really good player to have. And they have Batum. I kind of glossed over him because I'm thinking of him as the normal modern day Batum, but no, I forgot. Yeah, that I have a young Batum out there. You know what? I'm going to do this now. The one player who, oh wow, another crazy player in this draft class. The one player who I really wanted to add, hopefully if I just look him up. Hey, you know what? Someone made a Harrison Barnes file and I thank them for that. This is my guy. I love Harrison Barnes and he's still in the league. He might not even be retired yet, but I instantly regretted not putting him in the, he just has like, for some reason, one of my favorite jumpers. And I always felt like I shot like him in real life, like form wise. They might even be gassing his overall. I really don't care. Let's see a prime goated Harrison Barnes in the league. Anyways, Minnesota also too, they made it as the 8th seed past the Lakers. They got Dennis Rodman, weak shooting self out of there. Sorry, Dennis. And D'Angelo Russell and LaMarcus Aldridge, Julius Randle, Naz Reid, Tim Hardaway over there too. I would damn near think about putting Tim Hardaway in my favorite players too. Anyways, let's get through this round. The Suns, they lose in 5, so Clippers are going to move on once again. The Thunder are actually down to the 8th seeded Timberwolves currently. What's the standings over there? Okay, the Wolves, I mean, yeah, they were pretty much, they had to fight through the play-in just to get here. Pistons already 1 in 5. That's no surprise, I guess, given their history. And the Heat will get eliminated in 6, so Giannis is out of here. Minnesota, they'll go to 7 with OKC, and they will lose actually and blow the little lead they had. 37 from Ant, 28 from Shea and Chet. And we're gonna have Knicks versus Pistons in the conference finals. Charles Oakley against, well, they actually benched Zach Randolph, but yeah, the Knicks, so that's enough in itself. And the Thunder versus the Clippers. Paul George is actually starting at the 3 right now, and obviously Tyson Chandler is their center. So even in year 1, we saw a team that was anchored by one of the players from my favorite player draft win the championship. So, and in this, we're gonna see 2 3-1s. The Knicks are gonna beat the Pistons in 5. Latrell Sprewell, Derek Lively somehow over here, Zebo, they're going to the finals with that normal Knicks starting 5. And OKC is up 3-2, and they will go to 7 with the Clippers. I will simcast this one, I mean, for the hell of it. And the Thunder are gonna win. So we're gonna have a pretty typical 2K finals, Knicks versus Thunder, with a few of the guys sprinkled throughout their benches. And just for that reason alone, I'm just gonna simulate through it. Let's see. Knicks goes 2-2, Thunder up 3-2. Game 7. See how the tone will be set for the rest of this video. Who's gonna win this? And it will be OKC, sadly. I don't know, real hate. 14 and 11 from Zebo in the loss. Sprewell with 9. Ryan Rollins with 19. Monte Ellis with a smooth 9 off the bench. Rondo with 4 3-3. And he will be a champion along with Monte Ellis now. Chet Holmgren is the finals MVP actually. Oh, the Jazz were in the playoffs too, led by a 90 overall Kobe Bryant. They lost in round 1 to Phoenix though. I just randomly stumbled upon that. Don't even mind how I got there. Him and Ace Bailey be shooting a lot of shots though. This is a good team. The Knicks via Brooklyn have the second. How did that happen? I don't know. And did it go? Okay, it did go back back to the Nets. Warriors get the first pick, so they're led by like Isaiah Thomas right now and JJ Redick. I had just seen it about 10 minutes ago. So, but anyways, they can get this dude Javon Walton, Hall of Fame potential. This guy's got all NBA too. They got 2 elite centers out. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. Harrison Barnes, who for some reason is ranked 39th, but maybe it's just not updated yet. Let's see. First overall, Javon Walton to the Warriors. Second, Dylan Rogers to the Blazers. And third, it'll get traded. Whoa. Trae Young traded to the Thunder for the 3rd overall pick that they had from the Mavericks and another lottery protected first. Trae Young is on OKC. They draft Randy Green, the Wizards. Another trade, Keontae George for the 4th pick. Whoa. Billy Wallace to the Jazz. Where the hell is Harrison Barnes? Okay, maybe he really is going to go in the 30s. I don't know what he did wrong in this world, but okay. All right, let me stop this before any more insane trades happen. Let's just, oh wait, I forgot that's going to do nothing. My guy Harrison, he went 11. He went 11 to Boston, funnily enough. Oh yeah, and he's 23. I'm actually going to make him a little bit younger. That's kind of OD. It's probably why he went so far down. So of course they get another damn wing. Seems like most of these guys' team options are getting picked up. Although, are the 2nd round picks going to be free agents by default? Not sure. Okay, Ray Allen was a 2nd round pick. He's a free agent, but he's also restricted. So I didn't know they were going to restrict 2nd round picks in this. They usually don't in real life. If you're a 2nd round pick, you normally hit free agency, you know, scot-free. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with this. A lot might change here. Oh yeah, I just saw Hakeem Olajuwon's out here. That's who I just got a notey for. All right, well, oh snap. Oh, the entire free agency went by. Damn, I didn't realize I was at the last day. Okay, Hakeem Olajuwon left the Washington Wizards for the Milwaukee Bucks, so he will join Damian Lillard, and so did Latrell Sprewell from that finals Knicks team. He left and signed a 4-year, $112 million deal with the Bucks. Also, I don't think, let me see. Okay, so obviously the influx of talent is messing up the league a little bit, but the best free agents I see that are still free agents are like Jamal Shed and Davion Mitchell. We'll be all right without him. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, a lot less money to go around right now, so you guys are gonna have to fall in line. I might just turn off salary cap eventually, but for now we'll just stick with it. Bernard King stays with the Bulls. He goes up by 3 overalls. Also got Gallinari over here still. Okay, yeah, see, look, Derrick Rose went up by 8 overalls this year. I didn't even change anything to him, so he just figured it out. Larry Bird also went up by 5 overalls. He left the Nets for the Grizzlies, just pulled all the money out from wherever the hell. They have Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker. I don't even know why Larry Bird's listed at power forward, but that fits this team, so he could stay there. They have Larry Bird, Zach Edey, Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, Ja Morant, Cedric Coward, Gigi Jackson, Cam Whitmore, Beef Stew. Paul George left the Clippers for the Sacramento Kings, and Allen Iverson left the Nuggets for the Sacramento Kings. So they will join and make a big 3 with Frank Ntilikina. Who thought that sentence would have ever been said in this world? D'Angelo Russell left the Timberwolves for the Knicks, so he'll be Brunson's backup. Stephon Castle, just on a random note, he left San Antonio for the Lakers, so he'll join Luka Doncic, Asar Thompson. I mean, I think that's what I said. Yeah, Asar Thompson, Dennis Rodman. Melo left San Antonio for the Dallas Mavericks, so he joins Cooper Flagg. They'll have to coexist. They also have Monte Ellis, who I said I liked his Mavericks era. He goes back to the Mavs, and they have Jarrett Jack. So they have a whole new vibe going on in Dallas. John Wall leaves San Antonio as well for the Nets, and Ray Allen stays in Brooklyn. Walt Clyde Frazier left the Atlanta Hawks and took D'Angelo Russell's spot as the new point guard of the Timberwolves. He's actually, shooting aside, he's a very good fit. He could hit a little mid-range as an elite defensive PG next to Anthony Edwards and company over here. They also have Jalen Wells now. LaMarcus Aldridge will be their main 4 because Randall's gone, and they have Jean Béranger. CJ McCollum left the Wizards to go back to the Portland Trailblazers. I wonder if he'll start or not, but either way, he's here. Steph Curry left the Houston Rockets, 2nd round pick, 25th overall. Well, he goes back to the Golden State Warriors on a 4-year deal. He will join Porzingis, Isaiah Thomas, Jeremy Sohan, this dude Walton they just drafted #1 overall. They might become a problem. All right, this is instantly, and Klay Thompson did too. Klay Thompson, that's actually insane. Okay, I actually had his potential messed up. So he legit, well, I did notice a few players did, but most players just wanted to wait a year to get better for some reason. But I just wanted to update his too. So Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, he's on a 3-year deal. Steph's on a 4-year deal. They are now locked in Golden State. Hey, I guess everything happens for a reason. They need a little bit of adversity. They end up getting back to each other, like that episode of SpongeBob where him and Mr. Krabs. It's just a grill. It's just a greasy stove. The Wizards kind of get screwed throughout all this. They still got Michael Cooper and they stole Jaeger Demon, but that's about it. So a lot of changes already. And here's the best free agents as of right now. So this isn't that bad. This is actually pretty normal. I thought it was gonna be worse, but a lot of those 80 overalls just signed with random teams, I guess. All right, this year Jokic is the MVP. Javon Walton, of course, Steph Curry's running mate, rookie of the year. Said running mate like he was a damn president. Ja Morant, 6th man behind D Rose, Victor Wembanyama. Hakeem Olajuwon, most improved. I guess he wasn't playing much behind AD, and Alex Sarr, and you know, before his overall jump. So he had a most improved player year, doubled his rebounds, scoring, assists, steals, blocks by 2. It's Hakeem Olajuwon, let's be for real. Although this year still none of these players are on the All-NBA teams. Or wait, actually no, I lied. This is the Damian Lillard I added. He's just throwing me off because he's back on the Bucks, and I mean he's still in the NBA. So you know, I don't think, yeah, no, none of these other dudes though. Shout out to Derek Queen. Hakeem did make the defensive first team. He was just behind Victor. All right, playoffs, screw the playing again. Timberwolves, yep, bada bing, bada boom. So I think the only thing sometimes I feel like in videos like this that pisses me off is like drudging on, making stuff go too slow. So I'm trying to get to the good stuff. Screw the first round. You know, we don't need first round no more. We done with the, I already made that joke, right? Didn't I? Cavs, Suns, Nuggets, Sixers, Warriors, Raptors, Grizzlies, all of them over with. All right, cool. None of them were game 7 either, so I don't feel bad at all. The Warriors did put up a little fight against the Clippers, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. I mean, do I really care? This is just the normal Warriors. Granted, they have this dude though who did nothing in this game, Javon Walton. And the Mavericks were the 7 seed, so 2 upsets here. The Mavericks is a 7 seed, defeated Derrick Rose and Ja Morant's 3rd seeded Grizzlies. It looks like Rose actually got benched in this game. Oh yeah, right. And Larry Bird. And I know Jabari's here. I keep forgetting Larry Bird's here though. On the East, there was no upsets, and every series was pretty much straightforward. J.R. Smith in the Magic, he's averaging 20 a game in the playoffs so far. They also got Zubats over here now. J.R. Smith took Bane's spot. And then you got the Knicks, who have Colin Murray Boyles at the 4. Aside from that, their starting lineup's the same as it usually is. They have D'Lo and Zebo off the bench. Did Zebo not get any better this offseason? And you got Chicago, Bernard King at the helm, him and Josh Giddey and Jaden Ivey, Gallinari off the bench. They're playing against Giannis and the Heat, and of course they're starting Ty Lawson now, and Marcus Thornton's off the bench. Spurs, Amari Stoudemire's the backup still. They got Carter Bryant at the 4, yes, for more, you know, switchability or whatever. But aside from that, it's the Spurs. And oh well, they did lose Castle along the way, but yeah, whatever, they got enough. And Thunder with that crazy Trae Young trade they made, Rajon Rondo, and they did lose, what's his name, as I saw Josh Hart all the way down here. They did lose Monte Ellis. And the Clippers, who actually signed Julius Randle, they let Garland go, it looks like. They have Paul Pierce off the bench, 11 points a game in the playoffs so far, 15 during the regular season as their 6th man. Obviously, Paul George went and made that big 3 with Frank Ntilikina. That team did not make the playoffs or play-in. Was very surprised there. All right, simulate a little bit. Knicks are up 3-1. A few of these teams are up 3-1. Bulls are going to win it in 5, and so are the Spurs over OKC. And the Magic losing 6 to the Knicks. Game 7, screw it. Clippers versus Mavericks, and Clippers are going to win it pretty convincingly. Carmelo Anthony of the Mavericks with 27 in the loss. I didn't even key in on that team, did I? I just kind of let them go. Oh, well, I forgot to do that. And the Clippers beat them anyways. All right, conference finals. Chicago against New York. Bernard King, another player playing against his former Knicks team. I don't know who the hell Leonard Trent is. Is that the dude that was 2nd in the draft? Yeah, he was. And it's his first year, so the Bulls took a huge jump this year with the emergence of him, Bernard King. They got Jace Richardson. Shout out to Jace Richardson. He almost fried himself he almost absolutely ended his career he almost ended his life during the dunk contest. He fell on the ground, his head bobbled off the ground. All right, conference finals, and Spurs will go up 3-1, and it'll be 3-2 in both series. Let's see, man. We haven't seen Bernard King dominate in a while, and today it'll continue. Jalen Brunson and Cat lead the Knicks to the NBA Finals back-to-back years, and they can't see the Thunder again. Who they will see, it will be the the Spurs. So Victor versus Jalen Brunson. Starting lineup-wise, once again, another year where none of these dudes. Amari is on the Spurs, and Zebo's on the Knicks, and another person I'm forgetting, but let's see. 3-1 Knicks, and they're gonna win in 5. Brunson wins Finals MVP. All right, so next year should be the big emergence of a lot of these talents. I probably should have made them all higher than 81 overalls if I really cared this much, but then again, I kind of wanted to let the video go this far. But and also you can see the impact of some of their guys like Zebo, who averaged 15 a game off the bench, and D'Lo also averaged 14 a game off the bench. I feel like D'Lo was rumored to the Knicks a lot I feel like D'Lo was rumored a lot everywhere over the years, because he was like just above average enough at his best that like almost every team probably could have traded for him, but also didn't. He has played for a lot of teams now though. Played for like what, 8? I could be wrong, but I'm getting Lakers, Nets, Wizards, Mavs, Wolves, Warriors, and then if you count the 2 stints that he had with the Lakers and the Nets, I'd actually be right. I think that's all of them. Amari Stoudemire averaged 12 a game. He started 10 games as well in the playoffs for the Spurs. Pelicans get the first pick. Is there any crazy prospect again? And thankfully for the league, not as crazy as previous years, but still some good stuff. Yeah, mid 70s overalls. Not the best, but Pelicans. You already got Zion, don't you? What the hell? Nets will decline Danny Green Green's team option. Wasn't he? I was about to say he was a top 10 pick. I will say OG. Hell, honestly, a lot of the Knicks play. McHale, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, obviously, like a lot of them dudes would definitely be in a video like this 10 years from now when they're actually not in the NBA or whatever. Maybe more than that. Probably 10 years is enough to say that. Kind of sad to think about. Mike Woodson is a free agent. Everyone's looking out for Mike Woodson. I mean, come on now. My guy Mike Woodson signed with the Warriors, leaving Atlanta. Danny Green stayed with the Nets anyways, so they just kind of screwed themselves a year earlier. They paid him a little bit less this year, so whatever, if that's what they wanted to do. Not a bad contract. I don't know if anybody else at free agency, at least that I care about, but yeah, so not a lot of movement team-wise, but dude, Charles Oakley, he's at 87. That's definitely the peak that he could possibly be. Chris Paul's in. Did I mention that Chris Paul was on the Pelicans? I feel like I just glossed over this. I definitely did, didn't I? Well, Chris Paul averaged 14 and 8 a game this past season. He was on New Orleans, and I don't know if he started 61 games. They got him and Fears. Fears can play the 2, and they got JJ Redick now. He just he was here last year too. Okay, I guess he had to leave the Warriors because of Klay Thompson. So Chris Paul is back on New Orleans. Thankfully, he didn't go to the Clippers. Blake Griffin and Pete Maravich in the high 80s. John Wall's a 90 next to Ray Allen and Oscar Richmond. That's kind of fire. I like his name. Melo's a 90. Frank Ntilikina's a 91. Yeah, no, I didn't mess with his potential. That's just exactly who he was meant to be. Allen Iverson 91. Paul George is a 90. They got a big 3 of all 90s. They didn't make the playoffs last year, so come on now, let's be for real this year. Frank averaged 19 on really good and 9 assists on really good stats. I didn't mess with his tendencies at all. That's just all him. Allen Iverson 20 a game, 5 assists. Paul George 22 a game last season, so they're gonna need to do something this year. Kobe's a 93. Kyrie's a 90 with Lance Stevenson, who's also a 90, and they don't even have LaMelo anymore. Jabari Parker's a damn 95. Derrick Rose is a 93. Larry Bird's a 90. That's kind of funny that he's the lowest of the 3 of them right now. And then Ja is still a 91. So Paul Pierce 88. The damn dude the Celtics drafted is a 94. They still got Marc Gasol and Jeremy Lin over there, and Harrison Barnes. I forgot they drafted him, and Kevin Martin. But yet then the team like this almost made the finals with Bernard King leading the way. Although they did lose Josh Giddey, that might hurt him. Dame Lillard and Hakeem Olajuwon with Latrell Sprewell on the wing and Dariq Whitehead and whatever the hell else. They might be a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, season number what, 4? Who the hell? Oh, the dude the Pelicans drafted number 1. They're gonna start him over. I just happened to click on this for the hell of it. I don't know. I was just over the Pelicans. They're gonna start him over Zion. He's a power forward, and so is Zion, and they're gonna start their number 1 overall pick. He's 23 already. Sometimes though, when players are a little bit older and they have like a peak start age of like 25, they'll quickly progress, but then peak. Ooh, I was waiting for this. The first trade involving the players that I added to the league. The Rockets and Knicks did a straight up trade of Kyle Korver for D'Angelo Russell. First of all, I low-key lost track of Kyle Korver. I forgot he was even out here. But there's so many damn players. Kyle Korver, so Rockets get D'Lo. They already have Keontae George from that draft day trade they did a millennium ago, while Kevin Durant's obviously retired now, but they get D'Lo and they have Reed Shepherd. They really didn't need this. I don't know why they did this. Oh, never mind. Kevin Durant's still right here. What the hell is he doing? Old bastard. And then the Knicks, I mean, it doesn't really hurt them as much. They get Korver, who's an 87. He's only averaging 11 a game, 5 assists, weirdly enough. He maybe will start over Bridges. Not sure. Korver probably shouldn't be an 87. I think he just exceeded his expectations. I don't know. They got Trey Murphy and Mathurin too. Honestly, this trade made 0 sense for either team because, I mean, they got Cam Spencer on. He doesn't even play. You know, whatever. Still the middle of the season. So, you know, I did want to just check one team. I'm really anticipating the Kings. Okay, they're the 7th seed. That's not, it could be worse. Could be worse. They got Walker Kessler and Keegan Murray out there. Shout out to that. Giannis wins MVP. Oscar Richmond, Rookie of the Year. Ja Morant, 6th man. Hakeem, DPOY. Javon Walton, Most Improved. Luka, Clutch Player. And Mike Brown, Coach of the Year for the Knicks. Javon Walton's on the All-NBA first team from the Warriors. He averaged 20 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, and 2.5 almost blocks. 51 from the field, 40 from 3. He is definitely the 3rd splash brother that's to Stephen Clay, to an extent at least. Kobe Bryant's on the All-NBA second team. He's averaging 35 rebounds and 4 assists. It's kind of insane that he didn't make the first team with those numbers, but yeah. And then Hakeem Olajuwon also made it this year, 18 and 13 a game. He's on the 3rd team. He made the defensive first team, and that's about that. All right, Mavericks, Sixers, Clippers, Hawks, get them all the hell up and out of here. I'm a little bit more anticipatory, if that's a word, of this year's, because I know like every team has some mark from one of these dudes on their team. For some reason, the Wolves have Giddey off the bench and Clyde Frazier, and they're the 8th seed, but so they'll play the Spurs round 1. You got the Thunder, who got Rondo still off the bench. They could play him next to Shea. They decide not to. They also have Trae Young, so I mean, it's even more of a problem. They just have a million PGs. And then they're actually going to play against the Kings, so it's going to be Frank against Shea. AI, Paul George, Dennis Rodman and Luka's Lakers against Kobe Bryant's Utah Jazz, Nick Batum, Dirk, and D-Book, and Joel Embiid's Suns, and Jalen Green is there too. You could just see it. There's so many players. It's going to be a lot. Against Jabari Parker, Larry Bird, Derrick Rose, Ja Morant, and the Grizzlies. My goodness, there's a lot going on. J.R. Smith and the Magic, who actually, I'm pretty sure Mike Brown won Coach of the Year. Okay, yeah. They had one less win. They gave it to the Knicks. But yeah, J.R. Smith and the Magic, with just the normal Magic kind of almost, playing against the Raptors, who still have Boogie, and they also have LaMelo Ball and Darius Garland. The Heat with Giannis. Ty Lawson's off the bench. Did he already like fall off? Like, I swear he was at 88 last year. I don't know. He's not really doing much, but I mean, he's doing his job. Ty Lawson probably averaged what, 15 to 18 with a good amount of assists in his prime. So it's like he's on Giannis's team and averages 10. I'm not mad at it. Just space that floor, big dog. Thornton is also there. He's averaging even more points off the bench. He does not swing that rock. And then they're playing against the Celtics, who were bound to get back here. They, the Celtics love to struggle in this game for some reason, but I mean, come on now. Lawrence Russell, he's averaging 20 a game. That dude they drafted #1, that damn crackhead phenom. I don't know what the hell. Him, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum are all averaging 20 plus. Then you got Jeremy Lin at the one averaging 13 a game. You got Marcus Gasol at the center to anchor it all together. You got Bub Carrington, Kevin Martin, Harrison Barnes. Yeah. And they're only the 5th seed. And you got the Pistons with Charles Oakley still at center. Michael Porter Jr. is still their small forward. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's long retired, but MPJ still gives you 17 a game. Obviously, Asar went to the Lakers, as we've seen a few times now. And Charles Oakley's still shooting 35% from the field, and he's still starting, which is really impressive to be an 88 overall and not be able to make a shot. Shout out to Ben Simmons. Now, he can make a shot at least. He can make a shot inside the arc or inside the paint. And they're playing the Wizards. Wizards got DeJounte Murray now. They got AD, Sar, and Michael Cooper. They're pretty much the most normal, at least mostly comprised of current player team that is successful still or even exists. Michael Cooper just 6 a game off the bench with 6 assists. He's swinging that rock. And the Knicks, the 2nd seed, Kyle Korver now over there. It's not like they really got hurt much. They're also benching, at least currently, OG Anunoby for Benedict Mathurin. So they got OG and McHale off the bench now with Trey Murphy next to them. It wasn't really the correct move to trade D'Angelo Russell, I guess, unless Korver is really just that good for them. But whatever. And they're going to play against the Bulls, who have Jamal Murray, Bernard King, Matas Buzelis, Leonard Trent, Danilo Gallinari. Still got Noah Sengay down here. I was actually looking to see if they still had Leonard Miller since I just shouted him out. Aside, with all that being said, I'm mostly just going to simulate through the first round, see if any of these get any sort of close. And yes, I know I said we're done with the first round, but I actually care now. As the Heat 4-0 sweep the Celtics. The Celtics with all them damn players. They, on paper, maybe the best team. They lose to Bam Adebayo, Kasparis Jakučionis, or whatever the hell his name is, Giannis, and Ty Lawson. And let's just simulate a bit more. The Grizzlies have been eliminated. The Thunder have been eliminated. Damn. Oh, yep. There you go. Paul George, Frank Ntilikina, Allen Iverson. Watch out. Watch out. Look out below. I don't know what the hell that would apply to this situation. Anyways, the Knicks have been eliminated. Damn. So the Knicks, last year's champions, right? They get 4-1 by the Bulls. We will have a few game 7s. Wizards. Oh, yeah. Okay, bet. There's a good couple. Wizards and Pistons. Wizards, obviously, I'm kind of rooting against them because they're super normal. But I mean, Charles Oakley's not really doing much for the Pistons aside from miss shots and get rebounds. So, but hey, shout out to him. That's all he needed to do. 8 points. Oh, he did good in this game. 8 points, 10 boards. Jalen Duren at 31, MPJ with 21, K with 27. They win in game 7. The Jazz versus the Lakers will be a I just realized it's Kobe Bryant against the Lakers. This is just piece to me. Formulating in my brain, the frontal lobe developed. So Kobe Bryant against Luka Doncic and Stephon Castle and Dennis Rodman. And Kobe is going to defeat the Lakers in game 7. He had 38. Collier had 34 and 11. That was a really good game and really efficient too. Ace Bailey with 31. Collier, he's a big time performer, I guess. My goodness. Rodman had 2 points and 14 boards. Shout out to that. So second round is almost set. We got Orlando in game 7 against the Raptors, who are the 8th seed. And Orlando as of right now is good, but I'm not, if the Raptors have the ball right now, I'm about to jump in. Blocked by Barnes. I think they should have the ball. Who's on these teams again? Oh yeah. Oh my God. J.R. Smith. I gotta see my guy J.R. Smith out here. I don't know if he'll get the ball. Paulo's like a damn 95, I think it said. So pass down to Boogie. Boogie against Zoo. Boogie in the post. He will foul bait. And Boogie will get to the line. Zoo has 7 fouls. I keep them things off because this game's stupid. Boogie missed the first one and he will make the second one. So it'll be a 1-point game. Still a lot of time to go. 42 seconds to be exact. Magic could get a huge huge possession here as Paolo will try and go straight to the rim. Wow, I don't. Scotty Barnes, ain't you like all-world defender? He didn't do nothing right there. Oh, I forgot LaMelo's here too. LaMelo and Boogie will run a little pick and roll. LaMelo over it. He will pull the shot, and that is good by Mr. Ball. They have one timeout each. 25 seconds to go. Paolo will dribble the ball up the floor, and he's gonna. Looks like he might try and go at Scotty again. They're gonna waste some time. They're not gonna take their timeout. J.R. Smith is in the corner chilling, and Paolo will pass it to Suggs. Suggs against LaMelo and goes to the basket. Drops the ball. They have a timeout. They won't take it. LaMelo from half court, and that is off. So they'll go to OT. The Magic are running away with an OT right now. I gotta see what the hell J.R. Smith did. Oh, damn, it got kind of close at the end, but 44, 10, and 10 from Paolo. JR did have 21, but this man Paolo, you think he really is Braun on here. You know, 2K don't be updating their anything, so they still got him going crazy. I mean, I can respect it. All right, so they're gonna play Miami, little Florida matchup in the next round. Ty Lawson off the bench, but yeah, you know, you already know these teams by now. Charles Oakley against Bernard King. Amari Stoudemire and the Spurs against the Kings. Frank Ntilikina's big three. Dirk and Batum against Kobe Bryant. Obviously Booker in that equation as well, as the Suns will go up 3-0. Doesn't surprise me too much. The Suns team is really good. You know, either which way this went, you know, wouldn't surprise me, but it's going to be 4-1 Suns. They're going to win this series. Most of the games weren't too far-fetched. This game was, well, actually, this game was a 24-point Jazz win, but, you know, they weren't too bad, most of them. It's actually making me want to do a rebuild, seeing a team failing. It's kind of weird. The Kings are going to get 4-1 by Victor and the Spurs, so the better Frenchman loses. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry. Victor, he's just too tall. Why do they got Frank at 6'3"? He was taller than 6'3". Anyways, you think I'm gonna just let that slide? I think they used to have him at 6'6", maybe even taller, but I think eventually by the time his career was over, they had him at like 6'5" or 6'4". So, because yeah, that's my guy. I'm not. This is full bias. We're gonna see 2 game 7s on the Eastern side. Bulls versus Pistons. So Bernard King, even post Josh Giddey, who usually is like the shining star for the Bulls in 2K, this team is still going, and Bernard King has 24. I actually do want to jump into this because also, unlike the Magic situation, Bernard is the best player on the Bulls, I'm pretty sure, like without a shadow of doubt, I think. So he should be leading this offense in the late game. I'm interested to see how he looks in this modern era. I don't think I feel like I've done a video like this in a while. I don't know. Cade to the rim, Cade layup, and that is good. So he's against, who the hell is that guarding him? I forget. Oh, Jamal Murray probably. Bernard King dribbling the ball up against Austin Reeves. Looking kind of smooth right now. He'll go to the left, tween, back over. Okay, Jamal Murray. Now, there's not many players you want taking a big shot other than Jamal Murray. I'm fine with that. That's a great shot. Cut to the one. Gets that couple buckets back, or that bucket back from Cade. And actually, Cade is guarded by Jaden Ivey right now, his former teammate. Cade will pull the shot off the dribble. That is off. Rebound by Mark Williams. Shout out to him. He's been really healthy this season. Good for him, honestly. I was scared that his career was going to be like one of those, dude was real good, but then injuries, He's been really healthy in real life, so hopefully that continues, as Bernard King absolutely cooks and just goes through the defense of Austin Reeves, which isn't too surprising, but he imposes will, imposes dominance. Cade Cunningham to the rim, tween, back. Oh my goodness, he's trying to fry his guy Ivy, and he eventually will get to the rim. It didn't really do much that was that pretty there, but he eventually just went around him, honestly. Bernard King gonna run it up. He's just gonna go by himself. Floater is good. Wow, that was like the first time I've seen that play ran in 2K, where Mark Williams just never sets the screen. He just kind of lets him go. Duran doesn't double. Bernard King takes the floater. A lot of buckets so far. And Cade Cunningham back against Ivy. Remember, it's game 7, and Cade layup is good to go back up by 1. They both have 1 timeout to go. Bernard King back up the other way against Reeves, and they'll take their last timeout. Wonder if they'll make any sub changes. Probably both teams to some extent. LeBron says he gave up eating chocolate chip cookies after missing the beginning of the season. Shout out to that, man. Pass over to Ivy. Ivy down to King in the post. Bernard. Oh, the drop step. Oh, that was a nasty bucket right now. Bernard King was probably smoother than that. I know Bernard King had a little pull-up jumper, a lot more, but I like seeing them nasty old head buckets. That was like a bucket that you'd see from a dude you just play at a random basketball, at a random basketball hoop. And Cade to the rim. That's a lot of how Cade plays too. Cade is just smooth, gets in that little mid area, and Bernard King's in a down by 1. Game 7 on the line, over the screen, 4 seconds behind the back. Bernard King to the rim, pulls it, and he is gonna miss it at the buzzer, and the Pistons will advance. Definitely on paper the better team of these two. And I'm sorry, damn, they're playing some loud body music. What the hell? Just get out of here at this point. Don't get that out of my ear. Oh, I forgot there's the Magic are in another game 7. I thought I already saw. Anyways, Bernard King had 30 in 31 minutes, 10 for 14 from the field, 10 for 13 from the line. So shout out to him. Hey, good to see Bernard King cooking in one of these videos again. again. I also haven't really looked at what teams have failed this year. I kind of want to do that after this. As the Heat are going to win by 5 points, it was safe enough to simulate through it. So the Magic, sorry, J.R. Smith. Instead, Marcus Thornton and Ty Lawson move forward. So we're going to have the Pistons, Charles Oakley and his guys against Ty Lawson, Giannis, and the Heat. Then we're going to have the Spurs, Amari Stoudemire at the 4, who's averaging 13 and 7 in this playoff run. And they got Jaden McDaniels too. I just realized that. Against Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Nick Batum, Dirk Nowitzki, Joel Embiid. Dirk and Joel is a crazy pairing. That is just a wild pairing. Anyways, simulate round. The Pistons will go up 3-0. That doesn't surprise me too much. Wonder how it would have went if the Bulls got that win. I think Bernard King could have maybe got a ring this year, especially if they got through Miami just like that. And it'll be 4-2. I'm going to go ahead and get through that one. Although I probably would have, yeah, this is a 2-point game. This would have been real interesting, actually. Victor versus Dirk and Joel, but, and Amari versus Dirk again, just like back in the old days. And actually Amari against the Suns. So, but, the Spurs are going to win this in 6. So it'll be the Spurs versus the Pistons, 2 teams that, well, I don't think the Spurs have really done much yet, as they're going to win by 30 in game 1. They lose it. This is once again, I mean, Amari's out here. Amari versus Charles Oakley, 2 Knicks power forwards that I added for my respect for them as Knicks power forward specifically, although Amari more so as just you get it, whatever. We talked enough. All right, Pistons are down 3-2, or actually they're up 3-2. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. And they're gonna win. Detroit with a big finals, and man, Victor was 3 for 6, didn't do a lot, and the Pistons will win another championship. I think they won. The Pistons are usually good in this game, so they won in 2026. So that was before I started the simulation technically. So the 2K had them winning this year, like currently. And the Spurs lose back-to-back championships. Actually, Pistons, this is also their, okay, they were there the first year. That's what it was of the simulation, at least. For the record, Kobe averaged 32 a game in this playoff run. He was number 1. Shout out to that SpongeBob meme. And Paul George 27 a game in his 10 games. Cade averaged 26. Duren averaged 25. Yeah, they're looking like a force right now, that team. James Harden, I saw him retire and overwrote it. That's actually another player I would definitely add back as one of my favorite players for sure, without a doubt. But he's still, in real life at least, like, I mean, he just got in a big trade and everything. Any wild dudes in this lottery? A little bit more timid once again. You can see it's not guaranteed every year. This year, I mean, shoot, a 69 overall dude got drafted 5th. The highest overall was a 76. All right, so this should be a big year because most of the dudes that I put out here should be going into restricted free agency. So a lot could change depending on what teams want to do. Like Jabari Parker off rip, as Bernard King's probably free agent too, is getting offered a bag from the Chicago Bulls, and he will get matched and stay with the Grizzlies. The Pistons already signed Oakley. Getting 110 mil to do what he's been doing is really crazy. I would imagine most players though end up staying with their teams at the end of the day, getting matched back. Although, like, here's Isaiah Thomas. He's about to sign a 4-year 130 with the Bulls because he's unrestricted, and I guess the Warriors said, screw you, we got Steph Curry now. Kevin Durant is still in the damn league at 41, by the way. About to sign, ironically, back to the Suns. And Isaiah Thomas will sign with the Bulls. Rondo's still out here. He's restricted. He wants 45 million, and he is, boy, is he not getting that offer. Okay, here we go. Pacers and Bucks offer Rondo his bag. I don't know if the Thunder might have matched it. Nope, he will go to the Pacers for 40 million a year. Now, Rondo's stats are really bad, but I don't think he started barely. Yeah, he started 18 games this year. He hasn't really had an opportunity yet, so we'll see how much of an impact he has in Indiana. He's worth 40 million a year, where they already, this is the only bad part, is they already still have Halliburton. So I don't know what they're about to have the greatest passing backcourt. I can say that without a shadow of doubt, of all time. No question. There's no way a team is, I mean, come on. Joe Johnson left Indiana as well for the Warriors, so he's going to join Steph Curry and them. Jahlil Okafor is going to join the Bulls, who obviously were very close to doing a lot last year. So that's a good signing for them. They'll get him. I mean, I think they already have a good center, but yeah, from the Blazers. Isaiah Thomas also, as I said, signed with the Bulls. Shaun Livingston will sign with the Magic. We'll see how that fit works. He won't be a backup any longer to, actually, no, yeah, he's still a backup. This dude, Leonard Trent, who was a center in Chicago, he was a 2nd overall pick. They let him go to sign Jahlil Okafor. Michael Cooper is going to sign with the Hawks, so the Wizards might not have any of these dudes on their team anymore. Zebo stays with the Knicks. Tyson Chandler and Thad Young stay with their teams, and so looks pretty normal. Steve Novak stays with the Rockets. All right. Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge with the, damn, he didn't get much better either. All right, player progression. And Bernard King. Jabari Parker is a 96 overall. He's the 3rd best player in the NBA, remaining with the Grizzlies. Derrick Rose is a 95. He's up there as well, and he's also on the Grizzlies. You'd think they should be doing a lot better right now, so we'll see. Kobe's a 94. I mean, honestly, as long as these players get into the 90s, I'm cool. It also isn't supposed to be like so insanely accurate. I'm just having some fun with this stupid one. All right, we already know where the hell everybody is, so let's just keep it going. Paolo Banchero wins most valuable player. Maurice Madsen, rookie of the year. Damn, he probably got, yeah, he got drafted some years ago, but he just first played for the Sixers. Sixth man of the year, Oscar de Richmond. Keem Olajuwon, DPOY, shout out to him. Got over the hump, beat Victor out for it. Isaiah Thomas, most improved player, averaged 27 this year after obviously being a backup to Steph Curry. He was a starter a few years ago, that's what I was gonna say, but he just wasn't this good. Now he's playing 6 more minutes, probably shooting more, making more shots, more efficient. Just in his prime and everything. And coach of the year, Steve Kerr for the Magic. First team, you got Javon Walton. Hakeem Olajuwon's on there. He's the only one of the dudes I added that made that one. Jabari Parker's on the second team, averaging 26, a career high, and a career high boards, career high minutes, career high steals, blocks, all these things. No, I saw this dude on the Jazz behind Kobe on the bench, Dennis Popov, 15 and 13 a game with 8 assists, looking like, I don't even know, honestly. A fake Lamar Odom or something, ironically. Oh, and Blake Griffin's also on this team. He averaged 23 and 12 this year. He's taking a big leap. John Wall's also here. He averaged 23 and 10. Tyrese is still there, even with Rondo next to him. Still screw the play-in, don't care. Lakers, Heat, Pelicans, and Hornets are out of here. So the 2030 playoffs? 31 maybe? I'm not gonna lie to you, this video has taken me like 5 days to record. I'm not even on some like trudging through, like I've just somehow had something to do, or like something every single day. Anyways, with that being said, yeah, I'm just kind of perusing through this stuff. Low-key though, let's just see if there's any close first rounds. I think that's the best approach here. The Raptors have been eliminated. LaMelo, Boogie, Ingram, Scotty, and Darius Garland's Toronto Raptors. They lost to the New York Knicks, so not too surprising. And the Pistons also beat the Cavaliers, but Pistons, we already know how they've been moving. But yeah, sorry to old James Harden and other people, Leonard Trent. I kind of like when it's the auto-generated players, honestly. It's just some random 22-year-old with a full beard who's an 87 overall. Utah and Minnesota, they've been eliminated. So Clyde Frazier, Anthony Edwards, and LaMarcus Aldridge, they lose to Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, Batum, and Dirk, and Jalen Green. Utah, Kobe Bryant and Ace Bailey, they're going to lose to Kawhi Leonard and Paul Pierce and Tyson Chandler. The Nuggets, okay, so this is a pretty big win for the former, actually, Memphis Grizzly Blake Griffin, who had to leave after year 1 because they wanted to let him leave. But he's going to lose to his former team, along with Pete Maravich and Jokic. They'll get out of here. As Ja Morant actually had 43 points. The dude who's been kind of X'd out of this team, he wasn't in this game. They're probably starting him and D-Rose together. At least they were in this one. So they got him, D-Rose, Bird, and Jabari Parker leading the way. Do have a couple game 7s. The Bulls and the Hawks, Bernard King's team against Bernard King and Isaiah Thomas against, oh, Joe Johnson? Wait, oh, my bad. That's Jalen Johnson. Okay, yep, stupid. Right, Michael Cooper's over here. That's about it. But a really high-scoring game, though. Michael Cooper ain't playing his normal defense. And you know, it's screwed. It's a 0-point game, tied game. Passing to Thompson. Thompson over to Johnson. Jalen to the rim, layup, pump fakes it back out to, I would assume that's a men? I don't know, honest. Oh my goodness, Dyson Daniels. Yeah, don't shoot that shot again. Yeah, you got a 51 3-pointer, big dog. That's over for you. Bernard King going at him. They do have some good defenders out here. You know, him and the Thompson twin. And Bernard King has steps it back. Hello to the rim. All the way, layup. That is a foul. Can I be honest with you? I suddenly do. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's definitely a men. He's at the PG. I was gonna say I suddenly don't care about this game anymore, but we'll still give it a shot. It's like, the hell, first round with these 2 weak teams. Actually, oh snap, Jalen Johnson fall away 3. He's about to end this one quickly anyways. Jaden Ivey still in Chicago. We're in that number 31. Take that damn number off. Pass down to Bernard King. Bernard King in the post, and oh my goodness, the post hook. Bernard King gets the most 1979 buckets ever. The shimmy in the post got Risa Shea leaning, and then he went back. That was kind of smooth. All right, end this game. Honestly, I don't even care if they lost. I don't even care. But they won. Bulls win, so they're gonna get out of there in 7. And there's another 2 game 7s. OKC's in 7 against the Spurs, which just sounds wrong. Like, why are they playing in the 1 versus 8 matchup? And then speaking, so does this one actually. The Celtics, which with this damn 96 overall youngin, they got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Bub Carrington, Marc Gasol, Jeremy Lin. They're the 8 seed. They were in the play-in, and they're playing against J.R. Smith and the Magic. Cool. 2K is weird, man, because it's like, why is this team in any possible way better? As the Celtics will win the 7th game, so at least they win the series. But like, how were they the better team? How were they 20 wins better? Well, you know what? Let's look. I mean, Paolo, maybe it's role distribution. I don't know. Paolo averaged 28, 9, and 6. J.R. Smith averaged 28 game in the regular season. Franz gave you 17. And then you got weak body, older Zubats out here. Sean Livingston, who still didn't average 10 points. Kind of weird. I would turn a shot tendency up, but they were just the 1 seed, so not really gonna mess with them at this point. We got enough players I care about. Sean Livingston can do what he needs to do. I don't really care. All right, Spurs versus Thunder. Victor, Amari, Fox, and Harper, the 1 seed against the 8-seeded Shea, RJ Barrett, Jalen Williams. I see one very big reason why they're the 8 seed. Nah, I'm just playing. Trey Young. Rondo had went to, I forget, somewhere else, right? Also, funnily enough, that Hawks team that just lost, they traded Jared McCain for Ahmed Thompson this year. So just to mention. All right, game 7. And the Spurs are gonna lose it as the 1 seed. Shea with 38. That was definitely the reason why they won. All right, second round. All right, screw it. Round 2. Boom. Celtics go up 3-0. Grizzlies are up 3-0. Grizzlies gonna beat the Clippers in 4. So I mean, you know, Kawhi, Paul Pierce, who's actually starting over Kawhi right now. They got a lot of dudes over here, but yeah, you get 4-0 swept by Derrick Rose, John Morant, Jabari Parker, Larry Bird, and big bastard Zach Edey. Celtics are also up 3-0 on the team that, well, I mean, they did win as the 8th seed, as Phoenix will defeat OKC. So the 4-seeded, you know, OKC was able to defeat the number 1 seed, but they lose to the 4th-seeded Dirk Nowitzki, Devin Booker led team. Joel's actually off the bench now because Kaman Maluak's in 88 and he's a higher overall. Oh yeah, right. I did say KD was coming back here. I literally said that. Totally forgot about it. I like how he's in a Rockets jersey, even though he's literally worn a Suns jersey. Knicks will go to game 7, and both of these Eastern teams will actually. Knicks against Bernard King, and I'm sorry, Bernard King, this is where the road ends. So New York yet again. Clay Henry, 84 overall. Don't know who the hell this is. Jaden Ivey with 30, Bernard King with 26. I know, yeah, Isaiah Thomas with 29 and 10. Jahlil Okafor with 14. They lose. And Boston, that damn dream team that they have, they were up 3-0 though, and it looks like they are about to blow a 3-0 lead to the Detroit Pistons. Duren, Cade, we've seen them do a lot on this team though, so it doesn't surprise anybody too much. And the Knicks versus the Pistons, conference finals, and then you got Suns versus Grizzlies. This Grizzlies team is just, I kind of have to root for them. They're just so damn good. It'd be surprising if they don't win. And as they will go and win 4-1, and the Pistons win in 6. So it'll be Pistons versus Grizzlies. Jabari Parker, John Morant, Derrick Rose, Larry Bird, and Zach Edey. Shoot, the best 3-point shooter in this lineup is Larry Bird, and he barely even had a 3-point line for, well, he did for his whole career, but he had got drafted when it invented. Grizzlies win 146-109, and Larry did hit 6 threes in this game. Or no, that's Jabari. Jabari with 42 points. Larry Bird with 13. Damn, 3 players with an assist double-double, and Jamal Shed had 7 assists, 2 off the bench. My goodness, they swing that rock on this team. Shout out to Pusha T. Or wait, can I not do that anymore? I don't know. Okay, well, thankfully, absolutely nothing happened. I just realized my microphone was muted. It's been like a game. All that's happened, well, this is game 2. The Pistons won game 1. I think I was muted for that. They won game 1. It wasn't like I jumped in or anything. I just looked over and noticed as I was jumping into game 2 that my microphone was muted. Anyways, at least I think. That'd be kind of crazy if I was muted this entire time I was recording for like the past 10 minutes. But if so, screw it. We're the Pistons versus Grizzlies in the finals. Derrick Rose, John Morant, you know, this whole, here's the teams. Great. Pistons are up 1-0. Actually, damn, no, I'm wrong. They're actually up. They're tied 1-1. I was just completely wrong about that. And what I was just talking about for a little while is that Charles Oakley is down 5 overalls right now, and he got benched, and he's just been mad at the team, which was kind of funny to me. That was really it. He's actually having a really solid game minus the 5 turnovers somehow. How the hell does Charles Oakley even get a position to have 5 turnovers? I don't know, but I don't think he's starting still. But either way, Pistons versus Grizzlies in the finals. Who is that at the 1 against Cade right now? I can't tell who the hell that is. Pull up, hats off. Who is that? Oh, is it just some random Randissimo? Yeah, Drew Aldridge, 81 overall, shooting guard off the bench. All right, yeah, screw it, why not? Larry Bird back up the other way with the 34. God, the numbers on the back of the Grizzlies jerseys are so ugly. As Jabari puts it down to Zach Edey, he'll fall away with the shot. I don't know. He was guarded by Charles Oakley there, who doesn't seem to care about basketball anymore. I think that's Oakley, right? In the corner. Yeah. And Cade will go at this dude, pass down to Oakley. Oakley layup, misses it. He might be sabotaging. Who knows? Larry Bird back up the other way. But yeah, his morale is super low. He should be at 88. He's an 83 right now. And Rose with it with the 22 on his back. Down to Jabari in the post. Jabari layup. That is off. Rebound by Oak. Oak still getting his boards. Mark Sears with the rock. He's moving real slow, but he's still going to get by D Rose. Pass it out to Cade. Cade against this dude again. Aldridge. And 9 seconds to go. Cade to the rim. Gets bumped back at it. He's still going to go up with it. And that is off. But look at Duren with the board and the putback. My goodness. He fought through a lot of adversity there. Got the board. Went up over big tall body Zach Edey. Okay, so Jabari has 25 on and Rose has on 22, which is kind of funny because Rose normally, oh my goodness. Jabari Parker and 1 at the rim. 8th foul on Jalen Duren. Jabari Parker at the line with the mellow free throw. I could already tell from his stance. That is good. Edey would have had the board anyways. Crazy. That might have been beneficial, honestly, if he would have missed it. I should make a new rule. You could just take the ball off the rim and just dunk it if you're really. Anyway, Cade Cunningham, tween to the rim, behind the back out. Reeves for the three over Ja Morant to take the lead. And the Grizzlies down by a point in game 3 of the finals. 10 seconds to go. Oh, look at that. They got the sections. They got some food. Let me see what they eat in. I have never seen them do that. Hold on. Let me see. Wait. Is this the other side? Hold on. Let's try. Let's turn off the blur. Manual. Okay, they're drinking over here, you know, some leisure, casual stuff. They're like a Gatorade cup. They got the Puma. Is this, I mean, this must obviously be real, right? I've never seen this before. Let's see the other side. Oh yeah, they're wining and dining over here. What are they eating on that plate? Let's see. It got some like seafood or something. What's that? Like some tacos? Okay, hold on. What's they got back there? I don't know. What's that? It just looks like a pyramid on his table in the back over there. The one, anyways. The ones in the middle right there, they're finished. They got like napkins on the plates, I think. What's all this? You could just walk to the middle, get some water bottle. Okay, security really guarding them damn water bottles. Okay, respect. Oh yeah, they eating good at this front table. Actually, I don't know what the hell that thing is. That a hot dog in the little red? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing me. Anyways, Jabari Parker, 10 seconds to go. Game on the line. 6 seconds. He's gonna get the screen from Zach Edey with just 3 to go. He'll shoot a fadeaway 3, and that is good. But I'm sorry, I call Larry Bird a better shooter than you. I will never do that again. Cade Cunningham full court, misses it, and the Pistons, oh damn, them dudes on the side might be throwing up their food. They might be sick as hell. Jabari Parker just sent them, well, not home. They'll have to, you know, go drive home. Drive slow, you never know. 36 and 18 from Duren. Cade with 29 and 13. Jabari Parker with 24 and 10 assists. I doubt Jabari Parker ever had 10 assists. Next game is gonna be another Grizzlies win by 8 points. Duren once again trying to save his team, but it's a little bit too much going on. I mean, they even got Siakam old self off the bench in Memphis land. I don't know why I add land to everything. And 1.5 minutes to go here. I mean, it's looking pretty. Let's jump in. 37 seconds to go. This is the first like very dominated championship team by these group of players. You know, I mean, I don't know if there'll be another team in this video that could possibly have more players than this team has in terms of like, you know what I mean? Like they're comprised of, oh my goodness, corner, Cam Whitmore. That's off rebound, but look at that. Larry Bird back up with it with his old self, and that is good. Gets the board tipped back out to him. I think he's at center right now. Yeah, he is. He's guarding Duren. And Jabari, oh, never mind. I'm going to switch it. He goes on Reeves. Reeves back out. Kate, I mean, he's wide open for 3. I don't know what they, you know, honestly, bro, they're gonna win this finals. They went to OT. Great. Okay, they're not gonna blow a 3-1 lead. If they blow a 3-1 lead off of this, I'm so sick of the free throw game. I'll be honest with you. 38 from Cade, 28 and 25 from Duren. They won this game. I thought the OT would at least be close, but whatever. Don't go out here and blow it. You know, it'd be pretty funny though if they actually blow a 3-1 lead after that. Let's see. Grizzlies, they're gonna lose another game, so we're going to game 7. It was just like that. It could have been over with. Oh wow, they might actually do it. Oh my God, Grizzlies, I'm so sorry. They were like 3 seconds away from a championship and they lost. The Pistons win another ring. Wow. Pistons go back to back. They have 3 in the last however many years. Anyways, yeah, draft lottery. 76ers win it. First overall pick. He's a 79 overall. It's pretty good to the Sixers. Wow, I can't believe they blew a 3-1 lead. That is just so insane to me. I mean, Jarrett Jack's a free agent. Marcus Thornton, Mike. Okay, there's actually oh yeah, because some of these dudes like signed shorter deals when they got free agency early on in their career. Well, Jarrett Jack's just not getting. Oh, there he goes. He's gone with the wind. What the hell? So Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Jarrett Jack all signed with the Cavaliers. The hell kind of money did they get? Is that like repayment for being Cleveland? I don't know. Marcus Thornton, he's gonna go to the Bulls. He leaves Miami. Mike Woodson to the Nets. JJ Redick to the Rockets. Anyways, player progression. I would assume Mizzou Javon Walton, second best player in the league going into year 4. Shout out to that. I mean, Kobe, D Rose, Jabari are the 3rd to 5th best players in the league. Holloway's another MVP. Jeremy Sharp, Josh Giddey, Hakeem, all these little weak regular season awards. From the draft that I put in, you got Hakeem, Jabari Parker, Kobe. That's about it on the All-NBA teams. And screw the play-in once again. See you Suns, Warriors, Celtics. Dog, you guys are disappointments. They need to trade that whole team. Speaking of trades, actually, nope, that might have been a one-off thing, seeing the guys that I added get traded, unless I'm missing any. Let's see. This year, league leaders. Kobe led the league with 29 points a game. Hakeem averaged 25. Jabari Parker, 23. Paul Pierce, 23. Paul George, 22. Steph Curry, 22. So yeah, and I did say I wanted to see what teams are failures. The Rockets, said that last year. I mean, they just have Steve Novak out there, and D'Lo and JJ Redick. Yeah, they're failing. I mean, they're just not really really in this league too, with how many good players I had, they're not really the best. Oh wow, the Kings, ntilikina, Allen Iverson, Paul George. I'm sorry, they had 25 wins. You should be sorry for me though. I don't know. I added you to the league. I created you. Melo's only at 89. Shoot, I don't know, but Melo and Monte Ellis and Cooper Flag. It's impressive to make a Cooper Flag team bad. That's actually kind of, he's usually like the best player. Wolves missed the playoffs. Looks like the Warriors. Damn, the Warriors missed the playoffs even with, holy hell, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Joe Johnson, that dude Javon Walton, who's the damn near best player in the league, Keyshawn George, Bronny James, Jeremy Sohan, Ron Holland. They missed the damn playoffs. The Suns missed it this year. Weren't they in the conference finals last year? The Celtics, who currently are benching Jaylen Brown for Mikal Bridges. The Nets with Giannis and John Wall. It's just a very good league, I guess. Oh, there goes Kyrie on the bench for the Hornets behind Clark Raw. Shoot, I don't know. Ty Lawson, Rajon Rondo, Tyrese, Isaiah Thomas. Oh wow, they were the worst team. That's crazy. Bulls were pretty good for a few years. All right, well, first round, Bucks, Jazz, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Thunder. Okay, let's slow it down just in case. All those series were all 4-1, 4-2 at most. Orlando will go to a game as the Cavs lose. So any upsets? The Jazz got swept by the Spurs. So Kobe Bryant swept by Amari Stoudemire, Gigi Jackson, and Victor Wembanyama. And the rest. It's a very good team. Helmut Schroeder. I wanted to say Hank Schrader. You know, you probably know. 21 from Kobe. They lose in 4. That was the only upset though. Oh no, I lied. Oh damn, Memphis. You know, usually when I'm saying off the names, I'm saying them just out of routine. I don't even actually listen to what the hell I'm saying. Memphis lost to the Pelicans, who were the 7th seed. Now I will say New Orleans does have Chris Paul, Jeremiah Fears, Terrence Ross, Zion, Derek Queen, Derek Garrett. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Peyton Watson. It's a good team. But yeah, I mean, Memphis, they were 3 seconds away or 30 seconds away from a championship kinda. And yeah, now they're not even close to making it out of the first round despite being the 2nd seed. So game 7 between the Magic and the Sixers. And it looks like it'll be an Orlando win. Paolo did win MVP. Him and J.R. Smith beat Maxey and Edgecombe and whoever else is over there. I think I might have seen Anthony Davis. All right, let's see. Knicks versus Pistons. Charles Oakley back in the starting lineup and not mad at the world anymore, I guess. Oh, and they actually don't have Brunson anymore. We literally saw him go to the Cavs, who, they lost in the first round to the Pistons. So yeah, Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, OG, I guess, also went over there. And Harden, Jarrett Jack, Evan Mobley. Harden is what? He's 42. Damn, get a move on. It probably is about to. But yeah, so Pistons versus Knicks. They got this dude Clay Henry now at PG, who's really efficient, doesn't do much. I guess Zebo must be taking on a big scoring role now. Yeah, his points, career high points per game after Brunson left. Cat's still doing his thing. Got the Magic versus the Hawks. Wow. I mean, yeah, they do have Amen Thompson, Michael Cooper. I know Ricochet's defense might be decent. They have a really, really good defensive team versus the Magic, who it just was announced that Franz is going to be out indefinitely, which is kind of sad for them. Anyways, wait. Oh, the Blazers. Shout out to Paul Pierce taking that full-time starting spot. Kawhi's off the bench. He tried to retire last year. I kind of overrode his retirement. Now he's not even thinking about it. Okay, great. Blazers with CJ. That's about it. The rest of the team is pretty normal. They got Tyler Gill. I don't know. Second round, Hawks win it. Or sorry, the Hawks lose in 5 against the Magic. The Knicks are about to lose to the Pistons. Is Detroit? I mean, is Charles Oakley just the greatest? Anyways, Clippers winning in 4, and the Magic actually. Oh, sorry, Charles Oakley. You could not stop Paolo. Tried his best. And the Clippers, my goodness, Paul Pierce, my guy Paul Pierce. I'm not gonna lie, has a really, really ugly game in 2K. His 2K. I'm actually intrigued to see this, how Paul Pierce is going to manage in leading a team, or will they just give the shots all to Scoot Henderson? I don't know. Well, game 1 is going to be a Magic win. Paul Pierce 27, 7 and 7, and Paolo with 42. I don't feel like I've seen Paolo be this good in 2K in a while, so I'm just going to assume him and J.R. Smith have like a My Team dynamic duo or something that I didn't know about. We're in the Intuit Dome with this dude with the blonde hair. This is like a auto-generated to the T. Like, I don't know what the hell. I feel like I'm watching like Avatar. Looks like he sat on like the beach for 8 years too long. Anyways, Franz Wagner's gonna run up against Paul Pierce. He'll get down low and it's blocked. Rebound by, nope, it's stolen by Scoot Henderson. And Scoot, oh wow, he'll pull up the shot for some reason. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh my, whoa, that dude Knight got the board. Back out Paul Pierce. I told you that shot is so slow and ugly, so I didn't really expect much. Corner, J.R. Smith pump fakes. Back out to Livingston. Sean to Franz. Franz back out to Sean Livingston. Sean Livingston, the screen. Oh boy, mid-range Livingston. He gets there. He does not take it. He's going to take a layup and he gets fouled. Damn. Why did cutscene so fast? I don't know. Was that even a foul? Should I challenge for the Clippers? No. Let's see. Boy, that is wow. Whoa. That is one of the cleanest blocks I ever seen in my life, actually. Like they wasn't even close to anybody. That is insane. Yeah, he definitely hits the ball first. Okay, well, Sean Livingston will go to the line to try and tie up the game. Yeah, I feel like 2K intentionally puts missed calls in now just to try and incite you to challenge, but then they didn't count the fact that I mean, well, for one, you can't challenge anything like on the rec or my team, and then two, you can't challenge, the CPU doesn't challenge. So anyways, Paul Pierce will pull another three. That one is off. He's got 43 on his back. I mean, he ain't gonna win a championship for another 43 years. It might be an assistant GM or something at this rate. I don't know, because Franz down low, 11 seconds. He's the one leading the offense, not Paulo, and he's getting stuck against Paul. He's gonna finally officially get to the rim. He does not. Oh, Paul Pierce, no timeouts, full court. Oh my goodness. Thought they had a timeout, but they did not. 111. It's going to OT game 2. And the Magic will win it by 6 points in overtime. So not too much of a surprise, but yeah, Magic, another dominant game. And wow, the Clippers almost just came back at the dead end, but they're going to lose this finals to Orlando. Paulo unless did I just jinx another? I'm about to say Paulo 28 and 13 a game with 5 assists. So even all these dudes well, J.R. Smith's a champion. I'm always happy about that. But Paulo, my goodness, him and Cade have been wreaking havoc on the league. He has 2 straight MVPs. Cade had one a minute ago, and then you got Giannis and Jokic throughout that time as well. So that's the end of year 6, I believe. Speaking of Jokic, he's trying to retire. I'm not going to let him. Or Cat. Harden, we've been waiting some years for you to get out of here. Damn, Davion, 33 years old. You're trying to retire? My goodness. Still got a 10-year, 10 million to make. Oh, damn. Mike Woodson as a coach just retired. He's still in the league, though, so he'll be all right. Okay, so I guess the auto-generated drafts are hit or miss, and this year it is definitely a hit. 6'6" shooting. Damn, 6'6", 250 shooting guard. My goodness. He's almost he weighs as much as the center that's 7'4" that got drafted right ahead of him. Holy hell. Well, this dude, Dalton Rogers, all-NBA potential. This guy, all-NBA as well. Okay, I mean, no super duper phenoms, I guess. Maybe maybe it considers what the league looks like. I don't know. It might be giving him too much credit. All right, I wanted to simulate a little bit. Okay, so here's the players still in free agency. I don't think any of the dudes I added are still out here, but Darius Garland is. Melo will leave the Mavericks and go to the Knicks. Oh boy. I'm very supportive of that decision. He was mad as hell on the Mavericks. I mean, they were stinking it up. Kyrie will actually join the Mavericks. So players going where they technically were meant to, as Walt Frazier will stay in Minnesota. Paul George will go to the Rockets, who have been stinking it up for some years now. He will leave the Frank Ntilikina Sacramento Kings. Jeremy Lin stays with the Celtics. And that's about it in terms of the dudes that I added, at least, I'm pretty sure. So, hey, man, forget everybody else. My New York Knicks, we got Carmelo Anthony and Zebo. Cat's still there. Damn, imagine because Cat's still making a lot of money. He just tried to retire. Imagine if they still had enough money to sign Melo, but I would have been low-key mad, even though I would have never known if I would have let Cat stay, which I did, and they didn't have enough money for Melo. That would have been annoying, but they did anyway, so screw it. Zebo and Melo, future of New York, both on 3-year deals. 2032, 33. This is season number, I believe, 7. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been drifting off on like care for this the past, I lied and said I wasn't, but I wasn't really lying at the time. Now though, I could say that's the truth. So I do want to root for a team though. I gotta pick a team to root for, you know? It's like being an NBA fan, but I don't know how y'all be doing that player fan thing. I could never do that. If I'm a fan of a team, I could admit when a player was garbage or trash. You're a fan of a player, it's like, you know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, I'm rooting for these Knicks this year. I don't give a damn. Melo, and they're currently the 3rd seed. I mean, they've been pretty good all these years, but still the 3rd seed with Carmelo on the team now, as I've just simulated through the whole season. And they will actually finish number 1, it looks like, with a big win streak. Jabari Parker, our first MVP from the players I added. He does feel like a little bit of a cheat because I didn't expect him to get this good. I didn't mess with his potential. I just used him from like a draft class or the roster, I think, from 2016. But he ended up a damn 97 overall. So he's just a GOAT, I guess. Josh Giddey, Scott Little, but hey, I'm all for Jabari Parker propaganda. Why not? And Kobe, All-NBA 2nd team. Larry Bird, All-NBA 2nd team. Kobe just hasn't been able to take the Jazz over the hump, as he just re-signed on another 4-year, $274 million deal. Blake Griffin's All-NBA 3rd team next to Jokic, and plus he will have to start kind of leading this team because Jokic just tried to retire. 22 and 11 a game from him. Dame Lillard also with the Bucks, 25 a game on the 3rd team. No Hakeem this year. You saw him a lot. He's still a 2nd on the defensive 1st team, although he averaged a lot less points, so maybe the team got better. And yeah, they are the 4th seed, so that might be the case. Mavericks, Nets, Lakers, and Wizards have lost. You know, I don't know where is Luka still here? Yeah, okay, he's still on the Lakers. Usually he leaves, but I guess because there's so much less cap space, he probably couldn't actually decide to do that. Oh God, Melo's wearing 42. I'm about to go change that boy. Real bias. I don't care if I gotta give him perfect. Number 7's available. Don't talk to me. Screw it. Simulate the first round. Raptors, Hawks, Cavs. They're out of there. Although a lot of these are really close, actually. The whole West is 3-2. The Bucks, led by Dame and Hakeem, they were able to defeat Jarrett Jack and old Jalen Brunson and Evan Mobley's Cavs. I mean, that team kind of stinks. It's actually a little bit disappointing they're even in the playoffs. And the Knicks playing against VJ Edgecombe, Thaddeus Young. I low-key forgot he even existed in this roster. And this really just, I mean, Maxi's off the bench. They have another point guard who's better than Maxi too, who's also off the bench. I don't know. They just drafted too many guards. They went and made the same mistake that they tried to fix by trading McCain. They went and just did it 16 more times. Anyways, let's simulate one more game. Okay, Kobe Bryant is going to lose to Dirk again. And the Suns, him and Devin Booker. I'm pretty sure they did lose to them earlier. The Clippers, the Sixers, the Warriors. Sixers will lose to the Knicks, the team that I was just making fun of. Cat with 38 points. Is he retiring? Yeah, but he's still having a really good year, I guess. Him and Melo advance to the second round. And the Warriors, once again, lose to CJ McCollum and the Warriors. I don't even know if they had made it to the playoffs yet, but I mean, I know that, well, either way, you're losing a lot if you don't make it to the playoffs. And the Grizzlies will once again advance and come back after their really bad last year, as they don't have he might be off the bench. Yep, John Morant's off the bench. Okay, well, he's still here. Zach Edey is gone, though. He's not their center anymore. They got Yves Missy. All right, round 2. Knicks will go up 3-0 on the Bucks. I'm all for that. Let's do it. The Suns are going to lose in 6 to CJ McCollum's Blazers. He's averaging 19 a game in the playoffs right now. Denny's averaging 26, and they're the main scorers. They also have Rob with 17 a game, Mr. Dillingham. Spurs are going to lose in 6 to Jabari Parker, MVP Jabari, and the Grizzlies. And it's a game 7 between the Pistons and Magic. We've seen both of these teams win championships now. Pistons multiple times, and they're going to lose this year, though. The J.R. Smith's 26 points in game 7. Hey, you know what? I win either way. Well, I'm not going to lie. The Magic already won a ring, so, and J.R. Smith, he already got his ring, and he's not leading his team. You know me. I'm all for Melo. I'm looking for Melo to win a ring here. And then you got the Grizzlies after a blunderous 3-1 defeat where they blew the 3-1 lead a few years ago to the Pistons. We're not going to talk too much about that one. Although you could blame me for simcasting, but like, damn, y'all still lost 4 straight games, whatever the hell, 3 straight games. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it is my favorite player. So there's players that I like on all these teams. I'm CJ McCollum. We could see him get a ring, but it looks like, or actually, damn, the Blazers, he did it. He swept them. CJ with 20 a game in the playoffs. He had 21 in this last one. They swept the Grizzlies. That's a crazy team to sweep. The first seeded Grizzlies, Mr. McCollum, Rob Dillingham, Shaedon Sharpe, Klingon, Danny, who had a bad game in, what is this, game 2? And the Knicks are 1 game off the finals. They will go to 7 though. The Magic back-to-back game 7s. And I think this was like 3-1 as well. So Knicks could be blowing that lead here, but it looks like they will hold on and go to the finals. So New York with the Carmelo Anthony edition. I mean, I couldn't, who the hell is Dylan Rogers? Who is this? Even oh, he's a 90? Damn. Wait, why did I not notice him? Oh, okay. It says he's an 89. I guess I didn't really care, but here it says he's a 90. I don't know. He's good though. Oh, I think they were benching him for Klingon when I had looked earlier, because yeah, whatever. Shaedon, Ben Sara, interesting team. And yeah, Melo, Clay Henry, Zebo. I think Cat's coming off the bench right now. Hey man, if that's what they think they need, I don't know. So game 1, Melo also too, you know, he had that little late career stint with the Blazers playing next to CJ. Game 1, Shaedon Sharpe with 25 and 21 minutes to win. Game 2, and I will say these are my 2 personal favorite. I don't really give a damn about the Blazers anymore, but when I was younger, I did when they had CJ. I mean, you could tell, obviously. I think I probably said it earlier, but by all the players I added. Melo at 22. This game is close. So 1-point game with 1:43 to go. CJ and Melo should be leading their respective offenses. So we'll see how this goes. Melo is against Klingon right now, who they're running obviously a tall lineup, or maybe Knicks are running a short one. Melo pulls up. That is good. That's automatic. McCollum, number 21 on his back. That's disgusting, but whatever. We'll adjust. McCollum between the legs to the rim, puts it up, and that is good. There was no resistance offered there by the defensive side of the basketball. Murray back up the other way against McCollum. He's going to get the screen from Melo. Damn near looked like a moving screen for a second there. And Murray will ISO. I don't know nothing about this guy, but respect to him. Murray crosses to the right, back out. I think that's Cam Christie, it looks like, with the 3, and that is good. They'll go up by 2. CJ McCollum, once again against this super weak defender, at least last time he was. And McCollum, the screen by Klingon. He will fall away for the 3. That is good. That man CJ, like I said, elite bucket getter. Melo against Klingon again. I mean, the speed advantage by far, and he'll pass it out to McNeely. Liam McNeely for the 3. That is good. The sliders are as they normally are, like, so shoot. They're relatively like default almost, and they're still just making every shot right now. CJ once again fade away. I mean, that's, oh wow, yep, there goes a miss finally. Back out Shaden Sharp for the three. That is good. Those catch and shoot threes are going crazy right now. McCollum misses the off the dribble shot. Knicks with one timeout to go. Will they take it? No, they will go to, ooh, they pass it away to Melo, and he fouls quickly. Not Emmanuel, but Klingen. I don't know why. I think the Blazers were already in the bonus. They called a timeout after Melo fouled Klingen. Damn, it's not letting me fast forward at all. My goodness, it's taking a millennium. Okay, Klingen is at the line, and he will miss the first free throw. So good foul by Melo. And Cat and Zebo are in the game now, and you will see the Knicks will take their last timeout. Either way, this is the lineup they're gonna have in. Melo still with his cornrows in New York. 26 seconds to go. Carmelo to the rim. Ooh, he could not have made that look easier. Ride, whoever the hell that was guarding him, or it was too fast. I missed it. Okay. CJ McCollum. Oh boy, against Kyle. Ooh, CJ looks devious in that little freeze frame right there. Kyle Korver, killer Kyle Korver, 65 perimeter defense. Let me see what else. Hold on, lateral quickness. Where is that at? Where's it at? They not got that no more? You still got lateral quickness in this game? Damn, did they really get rid of it? Shoot, I don't see it. Oh, wait, is it agility? Oh, 65. There you go. CJ against, because I just saw Korver trying to get back into place while CJ wasn't even doing anything yet. I was scared as hell for, okay, hold on. Back out. Oh my goodness, Korver did his job and it's off. Oh, the Knicks will go to overtime with the Blazers. Korver, hey, you did your job. Never mind. He stood down. He did just what he needed to do. Look at Korver, man. Cat, old self. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Blazers just dominated them in the overtime. Whoa. Whoa. 28 from Melo, 34 from CJ. All right, Blazers up 2-0. Melo, please get you a ring. I rooted for the Knicks. They did good year one. Get you. Okay, there we go. Hey, 28 points from Melo, 26 from Kyle Korver, 25 from Rob Dillingham. And the Blazers win another one. They're going to win by 8. Shaden Sharp with 23. And the Blazers are going to win another one and win the NBA championship. Hey, shout out to them, man. CJ McCollum, NBA champion. This is a cool team to win it. Denny Avdia, CJ McCollum, finals MVP, 20 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, a steal, block. Hello. So 7 years in now to this era of whatever the hell. Damn, Melo averaged 25 a game in the playoffs, 5 rebounds, 57 from the field. Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm going to just let them all. Davion Mitchell really wanted to get out of here. My goodness. He got better and then retired. Charles C. Peters sounds like a damn governor. Jaylen Brown's a free agent. Shoot, I don't know if any of the dudes I care about are free agents. Let's see. Harrison Barnes is out here. Hello. Danilo Gallinari. Honestly, y'all can go where you want to go at this point. It's only so many people I can keep up with. I mean, they were doing that anyways, but I just mean I'm not even going to track you in the league unless you're nice. I really don't care. What the hell? wait. What? Wait, who are you? Who is this? You ain't Nicholas Claxton. What? They didn't even do a junior, senior, nothing. They just made him Nicholas Claxton. Here he is once again, by the way. I mean, like, I know we but like Nicholas Claxton, like, have we had a NBA players, like 2 NBA players with the exact same name? Like no number, no letter different, nothing different. Anyways, who the hell is that? I was just what? Wait, that was Frank Ntilikina's team, right? That was the Kings. I'm rooting for the Kings. Screw it. What's Nicholas Claxton been up to? Fake Nicholas Claxton. Because I'm like, why is Nicholas Claxton at 89? That was my first thought. I'm like, damn, good for him. He's having a little, uptick in his progression. But then, I mean, what progression? He would be like, what, 33 already by this point? Where is he? He might not even be in the league anymore. Let me go see. I sometimes be forgetting I can use my computer keyboard when I'm on the computer to type in stuff. Oh, he's gone. He's retired. Okay, so we got Nicholas Claxton, I guess, the second coming, a junior. I don't know, something. They look just alike. Paolo wins MVP. Vladimir Tarlak. Who the hell is that? I don't know. Anyways, Jabari Parker. Like, what the hell has got into Paolo today? Jabari Parker, Lawrence Russell. Wonder if they'll even make the playoffs in Boston because they just let him cook and then miss it every single year. Tatum and Brown haven't done anything in years. Yeah, you see Akeem and Blake Griffin doing their thing. All right. Damn. Wait. Damn. Okay, I'm not surprised the Kings aren't here unless they're just not here. The Knicks didn't make. Oh my goodness, they were the 8th seed. They lost twice. They didn't make the play. You won. Oh well, you didn't win the ring. Oh, because they have. All right, I promise you, I think Jason Tatum's a curse in this game. Oh, he got traded. That's funny. Yeah, I blame Tatum. I'm sorry, Jason. So how the hell you go from finals to missing it? Blazers are still the 2nd seed. You know what? Screw it. Pistons, Suns, Bucks, Raptors, Grizzlies, all of them. Get the hell out of here. First round, absolutely 0 upsets, except for actually wait, look at that. The Celtics doing decent this year. They have Tijon Salon. Shoot, I don't even know who the hell they traded for from the Knicks. Oh no, not Zebo. Yeah. I agree. This is watch. Celtics win. Oh, they lost. They lost by 3. Paolo with 31. Zebo with Zebo. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Yeah, I blame you now. Lose trade. Anyways, Cleveland and the Pacers are in 7-game series. Cleveland post Jalen Brunson era, because I think did he retire? I don't know. Halliburton's still on the Pacers, still going. The Cavs have De'Aaron Fox and Jarrett Jack, and Evan Mobley still doing his thing. And the Cavs are going to win this by 5 points. Mobley with 24. Magic in a 2nd straight 7-game series against now Philadelphia. Yeah, I gotta say though, this Philadelphia team was weak as hell. Paolo had 47, 13, 11. VJ Edgecombe and whoever the hell all these people are. Who are you? Anyways, once again, J.R. Smith going for another NBA championship playing. They're going to beat the Cavs. The Cavs are weak. And then the Blazers are back once again. CJ McCollum, the rest, Ace Bailey. Oh, Kobe, finally. Kobe Bryant. He beat 2 teams in 6-game series. He's the 4th seed. Let's see. They're tied to, okay, yeah, the Magic beat the Cavs like I thought they would. And it's going to be a game 7 between the Blazers and the Jazz. Utah will go to the NBA final. Wait, why did I say that? Okay, let's rephrase that. Utah will go to the NBA finals with the win. Oh no, the Utah Jazz have lost to the Blazers. Who the hell is this? Vladimir Tarlak, point guard. What? He's not in his rookie season. He's just never played before. How much did he improve this season to get this good? He won a ring last year, but this dude has never played before. He was the 2nd overall pick years ago. Where's his progression? Oh, here we go. It doesn't even show it. This doesn't make any sense. He's been drafted for years. He was drafted in 2031. It's currently 2034, but he's just now playing, and he just dropped 40 in game 7 of the conference finals. Dylan Rogers, conference MVP. Game 1, CJ McCollum with 33 in the win. Game 2, Paolo with 36 in his barely by winning this game. 3-point game. Paolo with 45, CJ with 23. Very interesting how this has went so far. Paolo, another huge game. Now CJ is going to answer back with 25 to win. They could force a game 7 right here. Let's see if Portland will do it. Portland will do it. They win by almost 30 points. Paolo and CJ both had 21 points. And game 7 in Portland, going for back-to-back rings. I think they were just down 3-1. I could be wrong. And they're going to do it. Tarlac, whoever the hell this guy is, in his first year with 27 in the closing game, they come back. CJ wins finals MVP this year. 22, 3 and 4 a game with a steal. So CJ McCollum now, 2-time NBA champion, back-to-back. And he's actually the first player, considering that the Grizzlies got they cooked themselves, and I kind of cooked them a little bit. He's the first not only finals MVP but back-to-back champion finals MVP of this video to lead his team. I mean, J.R. Smith won a ring. Charles Oakley's got 2. The Knicks, they had Zebo, so Zebo's got a ring. Wait, did I say Melo had them there for their first time? That was a lie. I don't remember if I said that or not, but whatever. The Thunder, they had like Rondo and what was his name? What's his name? Monte Ellis during this ring. Clippers had Paul Pierce for sure chilling on their team when they won this first one. But like CJ McCollum, first leader. CJ McCollum, first leader ever. All right, well, this is going to be like what, year 9? Oh, here goes fake Nicholas Claxton. Let me check Isaiah Thomas' stats. He's in this will be year 9. Chicago hasn't done much since he went over there. And there is a handful of free agents who are also unrestricted this year. Some stuff might change. Jokic still hasn't retired after I overrode his retirement that year. Neither is Cat. I don't know why that happens so much in this game where players play one more year and then decide, you know what, I'm not really feeling like it, to retirement actually. All right, well, it's been 6 days. Damn, I don't even know if all these dudes have really signed. Actually, most of the guys that I care about have signed. So Isaiah Thomas will stay on the Bulls. LaMarcus Aldridge stays on the Wolves. Charles Oakley will finally leave Detroit for the Hawks. Don't know if he'll have a bigger role there, but he kind of has always hated them a little bit. He's down 3 overalls right now. And actually, Jalen Johnson will leave the Hawks. He's technically a lower overall and a little bit older, of course, than Charles Oakley, but he averaged 22 while Oakley averaged 5. So if they weren't already bad, we might see them get even worse. Jokic goes to the Thunder. His first departure from Denver of his career. Cat stays with the Knicks for 1 more year, and Mike Woodson to the Pelicans. He's on his 4th team now. Michael Cooper to the Wizards. He actually goes back. I was about to say, I remember that. JJ Redick to the Celtics. He can be a shooter for them, obviously. I mean, that's all he really can do. Marcus Thornton, Hornets. I guess. And yeah, I mean, they're just falling in line. They're role players. So year number 9, I might even end it on year 9. Who knows? Let's see. Khadija McCollum 3-peat. I think I gotta go 10. We'll do 10. I'm a little bit disappointed in players like, honestly, wait, there's one player. Well, you know what? The Bucks have been, as the Blazers have not lost a game yet. I was just about to sneeze and it left. I'm really sick right now. I'm not literally really sick, but like I'm really sick that I was just about to sneeze. And you know when the sneeze just dissipates and pisses you off? Yeah, that just happened. Paulo wins MVP again. Shout out to him, man. Jason Kidd, coach of the year for the Blazers. So he obviously won that ring last year and the year before that probably. Jabari Parker, All-NBA first team. Kobe, All-NBA second team. He also lost his hair. Larry Bird, All-NBA second team. Blake Griffin and Paul Pierce in the third team. Hakeem still defensive first. And playoffs once again. Mavericks, Pistons lost in the play-in game as the 9th seed. They still have Duren. They don't have Austin Reeves anymore. He was probably pretty old. Johnny R. Thurman, dude, they drafted. He's a 91 overall. He averaged 20 this year. Now, obviously, oh, you know, that's who they lost. They lost Charles Oakley. They lost the real centerpiece. They lost the guy they needed. The Hawks ain't here either, but we're not going to talk about that. But, you know, he needs a supporting cast still. The Thunder were 9-73 this year. Holy hell. With Jokic and Shea and Luka. He got traded here last year. They have Jokic, Shea, and Luka all old as hell. And they have Joe Johnson and Jamal Crawford. How did I just realize this? I don't know. All here, a mix of a lot going on. And 9-73. They were far and away the worst team in the NBA. There's some other bad ones. Like, oh, here goes Jalen Williams. Got traded. And that's, yeah, I mean, ntilikina, I'm sorry, man. You and Allen Iverson, this should be a way better duo. You know, greatest duo I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, first round, Spurs, Raptors, Wizards, Knicks, Lakers, Rockets, and Sixers all lose. And one other team, I think the Warriors. Yeah, Warriors lost in 7. They lost by 1 million though to the Grizzlies, to Jabari Parker. So Klay Thompson and Steph Curry ain't doing much. They also have Trae Young now on their bench. He's a little old now though. And they got Brandon Ingram too. He's also old. That was actually the only upset of this whole thing. The East was pretty smooth. Utah's up 3-2. Or sorry, I don't know why I said 3-2, 3-0. And they're going to win in 4 against the Clippers. So Kobe Bryant defeats the other LA team and defeats Paul Pierce in the process, who had 11 points in this last game. Blazers are down 3-1, but it is to Memphis. That's not too surprising. And actually almost every series is going to end. Let's see. Every series is going to end in either 5 games or less. So you know what? Screw it. We move. All right. Dustin Patterson, who's a 96 overall. Damian Lillard and Hakeem Olajuwon are his teammates. They're both 90 plus, obviously. Playing against the Pacers, who I'm not sure if I think they traded. Okay, they still have Rondo. Rondo's been here for a millennium. They got this dude who's a better overall than Lonzo at the 2. Sorry, I don't know why I said Lonzo. I meant Rondo. I remember when they drafted him, you know, seeing this bald dude out the draft. And yeah, they have Dyson Daniels as well, but this is a pretty good team. So they'll play against the Bucks, and then game 1 in that series will go to one of them. I don't know. I didn't see. And Kobe, Ace Bailey. I don't know why Kobe's at the 3 and Ace Bailey's at the 2, but all right. Either way, good matchup. They do have 4 90s, and so do the Grizzlies almost. The Grizzlies actually have 3. Is Josh still there? After all these years, he still hasn't left. Even with the bench roll, he's still cool. He gets benched a lot, not all the time though. Pacers are going to win in 4, so Tyrese Halliburton and Rajon Rondo go to the finals, and the Jazz will be eliminated by Jabari Parker and the Memphis Grizzlies. So it's going to be Jabari, D Rose, Larry Bird, Ja Morant, Dane Verney, whoever the hell that is, against Tyrese, Reggie Lawson, bunch of randoms, Thomas Sorber, and Rondo and Dyson Daniels off the bench. Can the Grizzlies finally go and get their championship back they, you know, basically gave away? Game 1, they're going to win, and Larry Bird led with 28 points. Game 2 is going to be another win. You know, why don't they have that button anymore where you could just sim the next game? I never really think about that, I guess. I usually take my good time anyways, like dissecting the game, so it really doesn't matter. But they don't have that button anymore where you could just click simulate to next game. I don't know why I don't think about that. Anyways, Grizzlies are going to go up 3-1. Jabari with 33, and it looks like the Grizzlies are finally, well, I mean, they've been in this spot before, but they are finally going to do it. A 30-something, what is this, 32-point win. Jabari with 40, and yeah, I'm going to assume, yeah, he's the finals MVP. He literally won an actual MVP, right? 27, 7, and 8. He won an MVP 3 years ago. Paolo has 4 of the last 5, and his team lost to Milwaukee this year, so him and J.R. Smith. You know, I give J.R. Smith the love for this, you know, really, if we're being honest. Okay, finally, some of the dudes I told not to retire are actually going to retire now. This is a decent crop of players. Go ahead and let them just all go. But yeah, I already told Cat and Jokic to stick around for a minute, and they did. A long time. I didn't expect them to stick around for that long. Once again, a mediocre rookie class. Not terrible. Eddie A. Nicholson. Bernard King's out here. He's probably going to stay with the Bulls, his franchise. You'd imagine most teams don't have a ton of money. You know what? Actually, let me do something. Go ahead and turn salary cap off for fun. I wonder if that'll change anything. Look at that. Suns offering a big bag to Bernard King. Do I still want to go through with this? I mean, I could just turn it off right now and act like I never decided decided to do that. But yeah, screw it. I don't even know if they would have had money. Let's see. Bernard King's Suns. I mean, the Suns, I know they already have Dirk, right? They have Dirk and Devin Booker and they might have just had bread. D-Book retired, so, or he's just gone. So it's a pretty good fit. Dirk's, they have Scotty Barnes. They just signed him last year. All right. Oh, I mean, not too crazy. All right, currently the best players in the league. Let's see. JC Hart, first overall pick just 4 years ago. It looks like he didn't play in his rookie year. He's a damn 98. He's the best player. Cooper has done nothing. Weirdly though, because I don't know how to look at this, because usually he's insane in these videos, right? Usually he's basically doing what Paolo's been doing, but he isn't. And Paolo usually doesn't do nearly what he's doing in this video. He's usually good though. I'll trade for Paolo in a rebuild, but whatever the hell he's on is crazy. And I don't know all the factors there. I mean, I don't know. I did take old Kyrie off of the Mavericks, but you think by now, I mean, Cooper usually dominates like for 20-year spans. So out to the youngin. Jabari Parker does get an MVP after winning his previous championship and finals MVP, so he'll get the regular season MVP after that. Paul Pierce, clutch player of the year. Shout out to that. He really was pretty clutch. So you remember, he said I called game. So Kobe's teammate Dennis Popov is on the first team, but not him. I don't know if it's been like that. I'm just taking more notice of this because I did say this would be the last season, and I think as of right now, I'm cool with that. There's been a lot going on. Anthony Edwards, I don't think we've seen him do much either. It's just been a lot of clutter in this league, to be expected. Suns, okay, so see Bernard King and Bernard King former team. The Bulls, they both lose in the play-in. The Blazers, so they're not coming back, and the Pistons. The Blazers still pretty similar to what they were. They got about the same players. Maybe lost their both their centers, I think. And the Pistons, yeah, man, they never recovered from losing Charles Oakley. They got Ty Lawson now though, but didn't work out. So this year, let's just see if there's any close first round matchups. It'll be a Pacers sweep of the Cavs. Let's just do a little once over. So actually, who was the worst team in the league this year? Once again, was it the Thunder? No, it's the Hawks. Oh no, Charles Oakley off the bench. Is he mad at them again? I think Charles Oakley's just mad that he's not really good at offensive basketball. He averaged 10 points on 30. I think he's just mad. The Hornets, we haven't seen Lance Stevenson at all really, and he's been here the whole time too. Also hasn't really done much. Next to Con Knipple, they're just chilling super low here. The Nuggets, they still got Pete Maravich and Blake Griffin not doing much. Melo, I mean, you almost got a ring. Chris Paul's Pelicans, he's been here a while now. Mike Woodson's there. Jeremiah Fears, they still are on nothing. The Thunder, a little bit better this year after Jokic and whatever the hell Luka's gone, but Mal Crawford, Joe Johnson, still no playoff appearance. Neither did Frank and Allen Iverson. Neither did Clyde Frazier, Anthony Edwards, and LaMarcus. Neither did, shoot, the Wizards. I don't know. Mike Cooper's still here. They got Terrence Ross and an old Luka Oh yeah, there goes Michael. The Suns, we obviously saw lost in the play-in. The Celtics actually did make the playoffs with Zebo out there and Lawrence Russell and Jeremy Lin. Blazers lost in the play-in. The Bulls, Isaiah Thomas still out here off the bench, and Okafor actually. And there goes the center that was on port. They traded him. Why would you trade him? I don't know. The Mavericks are actually in the playoffs this year, so good for them. And from there, we'll see most of these teams throughout this playoff run at some point. So let's just see the Nets, the Celtics, the Mavericks, the Bucks. Damn, it's almost all sweeps on the Western Conference. Get a game in over here. The Jazz have been eliminated in 6, so Kobe Bryant will end this with no rings. Bam's out there. He's pretty old. They lose to Paul George, D'Angelo Russell. That's a funny team. Good, cool little team. So they're going to move on to round 2. The Lakers, they lose to the Grizzlies. No surprise there. Shout out to Castle. Oh, and Dennis Rodman, who for some reason got younger, like look-wise. And 3-3. And the Warriors will finally advance past the first round as they defeat Victor Wembanyama. So it'll be the Magic. J.R. Smith still doing his thing. Him and Paolo. I don't even know if there goes Franz. They have Amen Thompson and Sean Livingston too, and Jared McCain. They're going to play against the Raptors, who still have Boogie. They have Nicholas Claxton now, who pulled up over here instead, and he's coming off the bench. And you know, not the real Nicholas Claxton, in case you're looking away making a bowl of cereal right now, but the fake one that I had randomly stumbled upon. Harrison Barnes is deep on the Sixers bench, and they have this dude JC Hart. They're the 2nd seed. They're playing against Tyrese, who's the 3rd seed, with Rondo off the bench. And you got the Clippers, Paul Pierce, Scoot Henderson and company, and Perry Gilmore, who's a 95. They're gonna play against the Warriors, obviously, which is Stephen Clay and Javon Walton, who I was actually this whole time just thinking in my head, like, damn, has this video gotten a little bit too far with the auto-generateds because they're dominating, blah, blah, blah. Or I don't even know if they are really, but like they're having a big impact on the league. Granted, you would imagine rookies would do that anyways, but this dude is a damn 98. And yeah, he's been cool, but he could definitely be doing, it feels like at least this team as a whole, just a lot more. Steph Curry, that guy, Clay, the Grizzlies, you know them good and well by this point. Jabari's team against the Rockets with Paul George, and it'll be 3-0 in their series. So they're going to get the Rockets out of here in a smooth 4. The Magic will get the Raptors out of here in a smooth 4. No surprise there. Pacers get the Sixers out of there in 5, and the Warriors trying to force 7, but they will not do it until the Clippers move on to the conference finals. So in the East, it'll be Rajon Rondo is actually currently starting against the Paolo Banchero-led Magic. Then you got Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, Larry Bird against Paul Pierce, this dude Perry Gilmore with his tattoos, and Scoot Henderson off the bench. So who will be it this year? It's 2-2 on the East. The Magic go up 3-2, and the Grizzlies won in 5. So that was quick work. But it looks like Jabari Parker's Memphis Grizzlies might be the team yet again, as this game is a 3-point game, and the Magic will close it out. 27 from Paolo, 29 from Tyrese. Paolo and Jabari Parker. I mean, this is probably the perfect matchup. Not the one I expected to take over this video, but these are the most recent 6 MVP awards go to these two. You know, 4 to Paolo, 2 to Jabari. All right, game 1. And they also, you know, damn near the same position, forwards. Okay, you know what? Let's jump in. 52 seconds to go. I'm gonna jump in because, like I said, this is the grand finale. Sean Livingston's out there against Derrick Rose. I don't know where the hell Sean Livingston's from. I felt like a time to be like, oh, the 2 Chicago point. I have no clue where the hell Sean Livingston's from, nor would I guess he's from. I have no clue. Derrick Rose pulls up. That is good. He'll tie it up at 113. 40 seconds to go. Amen Thompson has the ball. He'll run a pick and roll with Paolo, and Amen will go to the rim, steps it back. He's gonna hop through the lane and make the layup over Ja Morant, who's in there. 30 seconds to go. Derrick Rose back up the other way, still with 22 on him. Screw it. Just at this point, he got Desmond Bane number on it. Oh my goodness. Derrick Rose fall away 3. Whoa. And then they're gonna have to foul. I don't know what the hell D Rose is thinking. That's not even your bag. It's not even your game, your arsenal. Dantley pass it in, and it'll be McCain trying to close out the game. McCain, the first free throw is good. We'll get J.R. Smith out there too, and Jared will make both. That should be it. Although actually, I mean, they could hit a 3. There's no timeouts. A lot of time here. D Rose to the rim. Oh my goodness. And that is the worst thing that could happen. It gets hit back all the way. Still 10 seconds, but now they got to bring the ball all the way back up the court as Derrick Rose's shot. You really can't ask for anything much better than that, maybe except for like a snatch block. 9 seconds. D Rose pass it up to Larry Bird for the 3, and that is good. 5 seconds. Still a chance, I guess. Passing, it'll be J.R. Smith. Imagine he just like ran out of bounds or something. We know my guy, how he did in the finals. Anyways, J.R. at the line. He makes the first. Still 4 seconds. Maybe a half court heave at best, and it'll be a miss. Rebound by Bird. Bird full court over Paolo, and that is off. So the Magic will go up 1-0 in the finals. Bird, hey, why are you dapping him up? Go ahead and get ready. You know, be war ready. Go ahead and go home or go back to your hotel. Get ready for game 2. Game 2 in Orlando, and it'll be it'll be a Grizzlies win. They come back. They bite back. Jabari with 40, 35 from Derrick Rose. The duo looking for back-to-back champions. I think both of these teams have won 1, so this will be their second, as the Grizzlies win another one. Bird with 32, Jabari with 26 and 10. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this when it comes to a full-fledged squadron. As the Magic just went on a crazy, the quarter is just about even, as Sean Livingston hit a shot to go up by 1. The quarter is just about even, but they were just down by like 10 points with like 2 minutes to go. So they went on a crazy run here, and the Grizzlies now have the ball trying to hold them off. Sean Livingston out there against D Rose, and they will pass the ball into probably Rose. Nope, it'll be Ja. Back out to Derrick, who pulls the 3 off the catch, and Derrick Rose makes it a 2-point game. He's expanded his range. Paolo, they have 1 timeout to go, and he will get okay, look, they'll call it time. Pass in to McCain down low. Back out to Paolo. Paolo against Bird. It'll be a screen by the big, and Paolo will shoot the 3, and that is off. Rebound by Jabari. I actually was just reading a graphic like an hour ago that said that Paolo is the worst pull-up shot maker in the NBA right now, like percentage-wise. And well, in this video, that definitely does not reflect the case, I would assume, considering he's won 4 MVPs. It looked to be that way there, as this dude will hit 1 free throw and needs a second one to end it. He will do it. There's just 8 seconds. We can get out of here. I mean, they're not, 2 points, but the Grizzlies go up 3-1 in the series. Jabari with 45. He's a damn crackhead. Like I said, that's literally just default Jabari or whatever I don't know. He's auto-generated. Someone made him, and screw it. It's a tied game, but 1:57 to go. I'll jump into one more. Ferguson, he'll pass it into Paolo. He's very close to the backcourt line. He'll chill out, and over the screen, Paolo pulls the 3. Another miss. Beringer out here on the Grizzlies. He'll give it to Rose. Derrick back out. Parker for the 3. That is good. We just saw this man, Jabari Parker, shooting shots like that when I did that Bucks rebuild like probably 2 weeks ago or something. I don't know. Anyways, it was this pass down to Paulo, and back out to Dantley to Ferguson for the 3. That is good. That's their big man. I guess he's got it in him. Orlando is jumping. They're still excited. They have a chance. D Rose against Livingston. The screen will be from Beranger. Derek over it, trying to get to the somewhere. I don't know. Okay, little hezzy in the mid. Sure, that was disgusting. That was something maybe, I don't know, Bob Cousy did back in 1952, but whatever. Derek Rose will make 2. Jared McCain back up the other way. He'll get the screen and pull the 3. Jared McCain, that is off. Rebound by Beranger. He went quickly for it as Beranger will dribble the ball up again, back out to D Rose. Looks like they're letting Derek handle the rock down late stretches here. He'll go over to the left and stop, bring it back out, go at the defense again, and that layup would have been nice, but he got blocked because I don't know, he did tunnel vision doing the magic pick of the ball. Back out to McCain for 3, and that is good to take the lead. Hey, we've seen Memphis blow a 3-1 before. We could be seeing it again, but I kind of doubt it. Derek Rose, screen from Joan Beranger. He goes over it. Good enough defense, but not good enough defense from the big man as Joan Beranger puts it down. 16 seconds. All right, McCain back out to Paulo. Paulo down by 1. Finals on the line. He pump fakes. He takes a terrible shot, and they're gonna, oh no, they didn't want to let Larry Bird dribble it out, but he basically did. And Larry Bird at the line, I won't screw them over this time, because if I simcast out, they might hit a full court 3. So we're gonna see the actual magic attempt, and this finals probably celebration here. I mean, 0.4 seconds. J.R. Smith, the GOAT, pulls it up full court. I don't even think he got it off, but it doesn't matter. The Grizzlies are going to win the 2036 or 35 NBA Finals, 10 years in this very diluted league that I've created. And yeah, my favorite players, about 55, 58 of them, whatever the hell it was. This is what happened. Jabari Parker dominating the league. You know, I'm cool with it. It's probably like the 3rd or 4th instance of being on this channel and doing a video that honors Jabari Parker, whether unintentionally or intentionally. I said honors like he's like, you know, he's still playing. He's overseas. He'll be all right. Anyways, and Jabari Parker, obviously finals MVP. By the way, next up, yeah, Larry Bird, Derrick Rose, Ja Morant, who's on the bench still, right? Hopefully he's still there. I didn't see him this time. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I'm lying. And yeah, I mean, cool for Ja too, though. He never left. 8 points on pretty bad shooting, but that's cool. Whatever. Paulo with 31. So pretty good last matchup to see. And Jabari Parker wins finals MVP, 34, 8 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So yeah, that is going to do it. 34 from him. Here's the Magic stats for the playoffs. And where's the Grizzlies at? Grizzlies, 30 a game from Jabari in the entirety of the playoffs. My goodness. He didn't give no minutes to Larry Bird. I mean, no, Larry Bird played 40 as well. I guess they didn't really have, they had Noah Clowney. They mostly played bigs, centers straight up as the backup. So I guess, yeah, D Rose and Ja kind of split minutes. But aside from that, the wings, they got all the wing minutes. So shout out to this big 3. This is definitely a RIP to the big 3 of Frank, Allen Iverson, and Paul George. That one didn't work too well. But this big 3, big 4 really went pretty well in Memphis. Really, you could say big 3 since Ja's down to an 86 at this point. He's 36 years old and he's interested in remaining with the Grizzlies. I would be too. Anyways, it's been real. It's been fun, but it's been real fun. One last look at just the regular season stats leaders if you wanted to see. Let me do a quick like, yeah, well, where's Frank at, man? Golly, I needed more from you in this video, bastard. I needed more from these Warriors too. I saw Clay and Steph got back together. I know I said I didn't want, come on, man. Anyways, I was teaching Eric Gordon how to play solitaire when Clique reminded me to subscribe. Yeah, all right. I'll see you later. Cut.